What is happening? Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday. I don't know why I said y'all then. Happy Saturday, y'all. What's going on, beautiful people? I hope you're all fantastic, safe and well. If you're tuning in now or watching it back, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and feel free to comment. Let me know your thoughts on the game and the live watch along. It's great to be here. My name is Rye, aka Invictus, aka something else. I don't know. Hope you're all fantastic, safe and well. We have got a Middlesbrough match again, baby. The games are coming in thick and fast, and we are taking on Southampton at home. The game is about 24 minutes away. Wilder, what's going on, legend? How are you? You're at the Riverside right now. I'm so jealous, man. I'm so freaking jealous. So freaking jealous. What's up, Josh? Good to see you, man. Right, if you just joined us and you don't know the team news is in. There are two changes from what we saw in the midweek. I'm sorry, I got the burps. Woo-wee! All right, let's get these team news to you, and then we'll talk about it. And then we might hear thoughts from Carrick, and then should be right into it. How's your night going? Not too bad, man. I've been playing EAFC. I've been doing a Middlesbrough career mode. Yeah. It's been fun. Right, team news, ladies and gentlemen. Team news. Are you ready? Set, go! From the back line, Senny Dieng, Vandenberg, Fry, Hackney, Riley McGree keeps his place. Izzy Jones comes on to start as well. Johnny Howson, the El Capitan, is back. He is back in the midfield, and he's got the captain's armband on. Johnny Howson is here. Josh Coburn keeps his place up front after a decent midweek performance, I would have said. Matty Crook starts, Darragh Lenihan, and Lewis O'Brien. That is your starting 11 for the Middlesbrough Saint Smashers today. On the bench, we've got Tommy Glover, Tommy Smith, Dan Barlassa, Latte Lath, Morgan Rogers. Why do I get that mixed up so much? Paddy McNair, Sammy Silvera, Engel, and Sam Greenwood. That is your Middlesbrough starting 11 today. So one more time for those that couldn't hear me in the back: Senny Dieng, Vandenberg, Fry, Hackney, McGree, Jones, Howson, Joshy Coburn, Matty Crooks, Darragh Lenihan, and Lewis O'Brien. That is your starting 11 today for the Middlesbrough to take on Southampton. And if you stay tuned with me right now, let's get you the Southampton starting team as we see the ex-Premier Leagues venture up to Middlesbrough, up to the Riverside, and their team today from the back line: Bazuna, Holgate, Harwood, Bellis, Bednarek, Welker, Peters, Charles, Downs, Smallbone, Adam Armstrong, who is the captain, Adams, and Fraser. That is your starting 11 for the Saints this afternoon. One more time for the back: Bazuna, Holgate, Harwood, Bellis, Bednarek, Walker Peters, Charles Downs, Smallbone, Adam Armstrong, Adams, and Fraser. Not a bad little starting lineup there for Southampton. And if anyone remembers the Stoke game last season, you'll remember that Smallbone actually did a number on us on a Tuesday night in the midfield. So watch out for him. But strong lineup from the Saints, but they are coming down from Premier League, so of course you're going to expect a strong lineup. What's going on, YouTube? How are we all? Wilder says, I think Greenwood should start. Sam Greenwood, you think he should start? I didn't think he did enough midweek, to be honest with you, when he came on. Lungful says, g'day, let's strap in, shall we? I think we shall. Strap right in. Strap right in, shall we? We are about 20 minutes away from kickoff. Burnsy, what's going on, legend? We're about 20 minutes away from kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get the thoughts quickly of what Michael Carrick had to say in his pre-match conference. I like listening to these just before we jump into the game, because I don't really listen to them until we jump in. So yeah. Sean says, I'm at the game. I'm so jealous, man. I'm so jealous. I think Greenwood could be decent against these. Michael, afternoon. Time will tell. Greenwood's the top player in the 10 as a striker, but he can't do much worse at a try, and I'm glad Joshy starts. I'm glad Joshy starts too, to be honest. Yeah.
What did you do to make a difference in the second half?
How was I? I was quite calm with him, to be honest. I think wasn't for the want of trying. It wasn't the effort that we weren't kind of getting. If anything, it was that belief in that kind of feeling when the confidence is a little bit, you're not quite sure because things haven't gone well. It's that real belief to really back yourself and fully commit to your decision and certain actions, really. And they did that second half. And were unlucky and probably deserved to get more from the game. We feel that anyway. And I see as the biggest thing I see in the effort, the application, the attitude, and trying to do the right things in certain ways. So just try to reassure them that and back them and tell them to double down, and if not even back yourself even more. And stop thinking about it so much, and trust your instincts. And they did that second half and showed what they're capable of.
Stop thinking about it?
2 points.
Do you think that's what Middlesbrough's issue is? YouTube? Do you think we're just out there thinking about it too much?
So, can you describe
What's going on, Arlo? We all know we're going to lose. No. We'll be right. Met Coburn about a year ago, and he's such a nice guy, and he's one hell of a baller. Oh my God, Sammy.
My mood's good. Obviously not happy that we haven't got the points we've got. So I accept, the situation and the position that we find ourselves in, but that doesn't change my mood. It doesn't change my behaviours around the place or with the players, and they know what we expect. And the biggest thing I can ask for is effort, attitude, application, and in many ways we're getting that. I can't question that. If anything, it's almost a little bit of, sometimes you can want it so much, and there's such a good group of people that they want it so much. I can see that they're all trying so hard, and sometimes I can go in the other direction of and hinder you a little bit, and I think we can see that at certain times and second guessing certain things. So it's a little bit of going the other way, as crazy as that seems. Not in terms of not trying an effort, but taking a little bit more of a deep breath and relaxing and trusting themselves, because I know what they can do, and
relax.
Showed that at certain times, and I'm sure they'll show it plenty more.
Relax.
And you still have belief in the quality of
calm, lads. Calm. Prepared to get battered.
Southampton.
Wait, what was that? He had a little quip then. Hang on.
The players you've got now with you.
100%.
Hang on.
Times, and I'm sure they'll show it plenty more in the games ahead.
And you
For those
still
in the
have
back.
belief in the quality of the players you've got now with you.
100%. In the games ahead.
And you still have belief in the quality of the players you've got now with you.
100%.
I mean, what else he meant to say?
Southampton, an interesting.
I believe the issue is that we need experience number 2 that Carrick wanted when he signed it. He ended up getting a Mike Feeling or a Rene as he needs help at times. I actually, that's a very good point. It's a Boro thing, and I completely agree.
It's obviously a big
Some of those maybe overplaying a bit. Yeah, not wrong one. Yeah, passing's been letting us down.
Still a really
and for me with the Boro, the thing with the Boro at the moment for me is that we are between short passing it around, right, and going for a long ball, and we don't seem to know which one we want to do, and then we choose the wrong one at the wrong time. So we need to work out whether a team that's going to tiki-taka and move it up, or are we going to be a long ball team? Now, I personally prefer the tiki-taka. I would say Michael Carrick's style of football is the tiki-taka. Do you know what I mean? But we've seen with Latte Lath, because of his speed, that we've been trying this long ball technique, which just doesn't work. So now with Joshy Coburn up front, we've got to learn not to go these deep long balls and just pass it up. Now, the problem as well is the passing's been shocking, and it hasn't been hitting their men, and we haven't had time on the ball. Now, even today, another big worry is Southampton's style of play is possessive, right? They play ultimate possession football. That's exactly what, Russell Martin plays. That's just the style of games he plays, right? So today, we're not going to have much of the ball if we can't get on top of Southampton, this is, right? If we can't get on top of them today, then they're going to have lots of the ball. And I reckon the game plan is going to be that we're going to try and long ball back over the top of them, but we know that's not working with Joshy Coburn. So that's just my head thinking around it all and putting 2 and 2 together here. But I think we need to work out whether we're going to short pass it around or long ball it up. And for me, it needs to be short balling around. But then we need to make sure the passes hit the men. Anyway, what else have we got? I believe the issue is when we need it. Oh, yeah, I read that. Lungful, some of the lads are maybe overplaying a bit rather than making simple pass. We could barely. Read that as well. Bernsey, my current issue is a lack of belief. Last season, the team knew that we could go toe-to-toe with the best in the league and beat them. Now the players need to see their abilities and trust their skills. That's a very good call. Isn't that? Would you agree, Bernsey? That's up to the manager to get a belief out of a player, or is that on the player themselves? Lung says, yeah, that's fair. Maybe the lads don't show where each other's going to be yet. I mean, they're still learning. 12 new signings, you know what I mean? And not only 12 new signings, but 4 big guys went out of our squad as well. Do you know what I mean? Chuba Akpom, you know, we don't need to keep harping on about it. But if you say end of last year, right? Just say you're, who do I pull out? Hackney, right? Say you're Hayden Hackney out there, right? For the past 6 months, right? You've been knowing that you've had Chuba in front of you, right? And that you can put a ball through, and then that's where Chuba will be, right? And you've learned and you've ingrained it and you've cemented it into your head. And I know that I can put the ball here and that's where he's going to run and whatsoever, right? Now he's gone. Hayden doesn't know what's in front of him. Do you know what I mean? So you think of it at work, at your workplace. Okay, so think of it as where you work tomorrow or on Monday. Sorry, right? Say a new person comes in, you don't know how they're going to work, do you? If you're their boss, if you're their colleague, if you work next to them, sort of thing, you don't know whether they're going to be a hard worker, a slow worker, a slacker. You know what I mean? They're going to be whatever they mean, and it's the same with football. You just don't know, right? Because these players get brought in. Now, it's about gelling them as quickly as they can and also hoping that these guys have the skill to pick up, you know, the gaps that have been left, sort of thing. So for me, it's an understanding there that's we're struggling with. You know what I mean? And when you take gaps out and then, you know, it's hard to replace. It's just hard to replace, sort of thing. So I liken it to if I went to my work on Monday and I had a whole new people around me, I'd be like, what the is going on? Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway, Brad, what's going on, legend? I want to stay positive so badly, but in all the recent years of middle of the road championship or relegated Premier League teams, we always did something to hang your hat on. This team just looks bad at everything. Woo! Tough, Brad. Tough. Nothing to hold our hat on. I get where you're coming from. You're probably right at the moment. Do you know what I mean? You're probably right at the moment. I get we went for youngsters, and you know, is there some shining lights? And I think Vandenberg is pretty exciting. I'd like to hang my hat on that Vandenberg's going to be pretty big for us in the next coming years or so. Yeah, I don't know. We're a young team, maybe that's, you know, I'm hanging my hat on that we're going to be right in the future. I don't know. It's a Boro thing. That was the hold up for him signing, as he wanted the experience number 2. And Mike Phelan had a year left on his contract, so you can't tell me he just picked Woodgate alone. No, I don't think he did. I don't think Michael put Jonathan Woodgate as his number 2. I think that was a Steve Gibson's. I think we all know that, right? So, because Michael was brand new into management and he didn't really have a backroom staff. When Waddle came in, when Warnock comes in, you know, when those boys come in, they've already got their backroom stuff sorted. They know who their number 2 is going to be and all that. And Michael doesn't have that or didn't know that yet. Do you know what I mean? So it was up to Steve or the club to say, right, let's get him a staff that he can trust. I think Aaron Danks and Woodgate are 2 brilliant minds. I completely and utterly agree that he could have used a more experienced person for sure. And I hate to say it, but it's just so sad to see us fall from last season so drastically. Yeah, look, when you don't make it, I mean, players go on to clubs that have made it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Bezzy, there's so much Michael can do with build confidence. He can give them the tool, but they have to be the ones to apply. 100%, dude. They're the ones on the pitch, aren't they? Completely agree. Speaking of passing, Barlassa is the best passer of football in the club, and he can't get a sniff. His delivery and through balls are top class at 16 assists last season. I don't know what's going on with Dan. There's a few boys in there, man, that I don't know. They must have keyed Michael's car on the way to training or something like that. I don't know. Because yeah, there's a few boys that can't get in. So, and yeah, Dan's been a very interesting one ever since if I was Dan Barlassa, I'd be very upset after coming in January last season. I think he would have been promised a lot more than what he's been given. Do you know what I mean? And it's sad to see, man. It's sad to see. Hey Stephen, what's going on? How you doing? Strap yourself in. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Hey, I'm strapped in. Don't you worry. No Boro comments, please. The game will speak for itself. I wanted you to know that you're looking well, right? Obviously, you've been getting too much sleep. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Even when we were pressing forward the other night, then the players were getting in each other's way, so there didn't seem to be a plan. Yeah, again, I guess that's on Carrick, right? I guess that's on Carrick to come up with that plan. We should play much quicker and not have 2 or 3 touches when the player gets the ball. Definitely. No long ball, and the players must believe in themselves. We can do this. I love it, Phil. I love it. I know that seems harsh, but we don't score. We leak goals. We don't press, and our strength, is in possession, and has become a lot of triangles with no outlet or threat. Yep. Yeah, that's fair, Brad. That's a fair comment. Hey, Heather, what's going on? You spy the merch? Danny Ricardo signed a new deal today as well. Very happy. More on a positive note, how about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? I got a helmet. Check it out. I got a miniature Dallas Cowboys helmet. Oh! I'm going to put it on my new baby when she arrives. I'm just kidding, by the way. New Dallas Cowboys mini helmet. That's right. Won't fit this head. How about them Cowboys? It's Kitty's car. Agreed in all the things you said. I appreciate that. But yeah, no, we got 8 minutes till kickoff. I won't play any more of the Carrick presser. We got chatting too long and then it'll cut into the match time. So we're just going to sit here, wait for the Boro to start together in 8 minutes time. Let's give you the team news again, shall we? If you have just tuned in and you haven't heard who's starting and what's happening down at the Boro, let me fill you in. Middlesbrough are taking on Southampton at home today at the Riverside, back at home after a few days away. And our team today looks and reads like this. Senny Dieng, Vandenberg, Fry, Hackney, McGree, Jones, Howson, Coburn, Crooks, Lenehan, and O'Brien. That is our starting 11. On the bench for the Boro today, we got Tommy Glover, Smith is back, Barlassa, Latte Lath, Rogers, McNair, Silvera, Engel, and Greenwood. So you would expect Vandenberg probably slots into that left back role. I would think maybe, but it's interesting for me as well to how we're going to look with Hackney, Howson, and O'Brien. Is O'Brien going to be that left back, and maybe Vandenberg's going to be into that right back spot? That's going to be interesting to see where Vandenberg slots in when you've got Hayden, Howson, and Lewis O'Brien on the same pitch, who sort of fill that midfield defensive role, you would think. But anyway, it was pretty funny seeing the Boro Twitter as well. Everyone was talking about this leaked Boro 11 that went out on Facebook last night. There was someone that put out, he said that he knew the team. He was wrong, by the way. I thought it was hilarious. Boro knows what's going on, legend. Good night. Good evening to you, mate. How are you? Vandenberg holding on to that left back spot. That's what I'm interested to see. That's definitely what I'm interested to see. One more thing. How long do you think Carrick will have left if results don't continue? I hope it doesn't come to it, but I'd like people's opinion if he stays the same. How long do I think Carrick has left? I think Carrick has as long as Michael wants. Do you know what I mean? So I think we on the outsiders fan and the fan base is quite erratic, right? We're demanding results and all that sort of stuff. But I think inside the club, they're actually quite calm and they understand how many people they lost and how many people they brought in. And I think they believe that Michael and that will just get it right. And it'll just click at some point. When that happens, I'm not too sure. Eventually, though, we're a results business and Steve won't let us go down to League One. Or he will make changes to stop us going down. Right? We've seen it before. We've seen when he brought in Tony Mowbray and oh my God, I can't even talk. Moga and other things like that, towards the end of end of the season sort of thing. So I think Michael's got as long as he wants. I think though he might have. No, I honestly think he's got as long as he wants. Yeah, I think yeah. I think Izzy's at right back. That'd be interesting actually. See Izzy back at right wing back. That'd be really good. That's where I played him in EAFC today. Right, do you think Neil Borsa is overstayed his welcome? No, I don't think so. I think he's taken a more of a back step role, though, I would argue. Stephen. So I actually don't think we don't realize that Neil doesn't do as much as he used to now with Kieran Scott, the head of recruitment and stuff like that. I think Neil still finalizes and signs the deals, but in terms of like what he used to do at the club, I think his role is very reduced because he now works pretty full on with the FA as well. I don't know if you guys realize that, but Neil Boss is like one of the head honchos in the FA now as well. So I think he shares the jobs, and I think because of that, his role at Middlesbrough has actually been backstepped a fair bit. So, but I would argue that Kieran Scott has to start lifting his game a big time because some of the signings that we're bringing in aren't working and are not at championship level, unfortunately. So that's one person that I think needs to start taking some. If you're going to be head of recruitment and the recruitment's not working, then you need to start. Hello, that was my job, sort of thing. Brad, I can see what they're doing, but I know the lineup announcement will piss and the irritable terms off right now. But in case some Aussie start on the graphic to distract us. The good-looking Riley McGree is your head of graphic there today if you're listening on the radio as well. All good here. Thanks, mate. I'm pumped for our first victory of the season tonight. Heck yeah, we are, baby. He needs to at least pick up a few points when we're not getting cut adrift. Yeah, I mean, I agree. You know what I mean? I completely agree, Lung. And maybe we finish just outside the relegation zone. I don't know. And that we still, and he just continues to rebuild the club. I don't know. I agree fully, but that could be very dangerous when it comes to our fans and attendance. Oh, scarily. No fan is going to continue to keep paying, good money on their weekend to go and watch a draft team. You know what I mean? A daft team. It's just not going to happen, right? Attendances will start dropping. But, if we don't believe, then the players don't believe and all that sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? So, look, we'll just see. But, look, I don't think we'll get to a spot where that happens. I think it's obviously been a really bad start to the season. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think we are at everyone stop going to the game, until Carrick walks out, sort of thing. Boro lose 3-0, says Middlesbrough FC. That's why I don't think Carrick is to blame. He can only work with the tools he's given. Exactly, dude. Exactly. And if don't forget, Michael was signed on as a head coach, not a manager. Do you know what I mean? So he's been asked to coach the boys that he's given. Now, don't get me wrong. He probably has had some say in yes or no's and stuff like that. But I doubt very highly, right, that Michael's gone out and signed a lot of these people, right, and said, go and get me a Sammy Silvera from Central Coast Mariners in Australia. Do you know what I mean? There's no way Michael Carrick knew who Sammy Silvera was until the recruitment staff went and showed him footage. You know what I mean? And then I'm guessing he would have said, yeah, okay, let's get him, sort of thing. But if you remember correctly, and think back with me, Borough fans, right? When Michael Carrick came into the job and signed on the dotted line, the first thing he said and was asked was, would you have any connections that you'd want to bring in? And Michael said, of course, I've got a very deep phone book through my playing career at Man United and Tottenham and West Ham and all that sort of stuff. And of course, I will definitely be dipping into that to get some players from them to the Borough. Now, when he said that, we all believed that we were going to see Man United youngsters come in. We all thought we might see some West Ham youngsters come in. We might even thought some Tottenham. Who knows? From those Michael Carrick phone books, we have not seen a single Michael Carrick youngster from that talk. Just, if that doesn't show you like the recruitment path, you know what I mean? Not one Man United youngster or Michael Carrick-esque phone book has been used there. Do you know what I mean? So it just hasn't happened. So it reminded me now when you think back to that point and when you look back that Michael doesn't have the say in recruitment. He doesn't. So, it's just not his job. His job is to coach the boys and put the starting 11 together and get them to perform on the pitch. Now, the recruitment staff, and then you could have, do you know what I mean? Then you could have these ones where you got recruitment staff saying, we've given you all these good players, and Michael's saying, well, actually, do you know what I mean? So, who knows, man? That's why they get paid the big bucks and I don't. At this point, I just want to hear Sparrow back. Yeah, what a song, right? What a song. I miss Sparrow. He scored against Paddy McNair in the internationals in the international break as well. So he's still scoring his Middlesbrough. Our fans are amazing when things go well, but as bad as anyone when they aren't. Yep, very true. Carrick deserves as long as he needs, but people want change, and we'll end up being the backs of the likes of Pulis. Please say it ain't so. You know what I mean? And you know what, Andrew? That's a good point, is that if we do, and I think Gibson knows this as well, right? Gibson's not daft, right? If we do turn around and say, righto, Carrick, catch you later, who's out there? Do you know what I mean? Who's out? Who's logistically out there to come in and coach the Borough? I don't know one good manager that's sitting in the wings waiting to go into a club now. You know what I mean? Hannibal for Man United, I thought was going to be a certain loan. See, I thought it would have been a lot more than that. Yeah. Got a feeling it's going to be a long afternoon. Nah, we'll be right. Southampton are on a bad run as well. Don't you worry about that. At least we have Greenwood. True. Right, the game has started in front of me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the game has started in front of me. I'm sitting here, Australian time, 11:56 p.m. We are ready to go here at the Riverside Stadium. I'm seeing the beautiful Riverside Stadium with all the beautiful fans. If you're in the stands and you can hear me, give me a wave. You big, beautiful people, you. We are live at 12 a.m. here, watching live on YouTube and also live on the Red Radio. You can tune in there through DAB, and also part of the new Northeast Brekkie show. Make sure you tune in from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. there as well. And if you want to see my ugly mug, I am live over here on youtube.com/Invictus. And if you are watching on YouTube, please like the stream. Make sure to consider subscribing if you like the content, and I appreciate each and every one of you hanging out with me. If you haven't been to a watch along before, I do not show any footage of the game or commentary of the game. Doesn't happen. I would get copyrighted and fined through my ring hole. And I have a young family that I'd rather support and not be in jail because I can't afford to pay the fines. So I don't show any footage. I'm sorry. If you think you come here for a dodgy stream, it doesn't happen. I'm also a very one-eyed Middlesbrough supporter, but I commentate on the game. I let you know what I'm seeing. I react accordingly, but it is a Middlesbrough themed commentary. I will be very, very ecstatic when we score, and I will be very upset if you Southampton fans, maybe in the chat, if you score. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just how it is. All right. As for the rest of the game, the Middlesbrough FC are gonna get a win tonight. I am going for a 2-0 victory. 2-0 victory to the Borough. All right, 2-0 victory to the Borough. Let's go. We've just seen Lewis O'Brien is at left back. Lewis O'Brien is at left back. Vandenberg at right back, ladies and gentlemen. Lewis O'Brien is left back. Vandenberg right back. So there you go. There you go. Lewis O'Brien, the new best left back in the league. We have Greenwood. We do have Greenwood, but he's on the bench. But he is on the bench. All right, we're just seeing the teams now walk out onto the pitch, led by Johnny Howson, the captain, the legend that is Johnny Howson, the old man, the Messiah. He's back. He is here, ready to lead this team from the front. It looks like a packed out Riverside Stadium, grey clouds, as we see managers shaking hands. And Michael Carrick is in a cardigan. Oh, he's back in a cardigan. That a boy, Michael. Michael is wearing a grey cardigan, shaking hands with Russell Martin, who is in a hoodie. And we see the Borough players now taking their spot on the pitch. We see a nice, fresh Lewis O'Brien, our new left back. As we're about to kick off, ladies and gentlemen, 1500 or 3 o'clock UK time, 12 a.m. my time down here in Australia. We've got Middlesbrough v Southampton, Middlesbrough at home. Both teams looking for a win, needing to get back on track. Middlesbrough looking still for their first win of the season. Can it happen today at home? We believe, we trust, we hope that the boys start off strong and do not start by sleeping. Okay? If you are in the crowd, I love each and every one of you. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy the match as we get ready here for kickoff. Middlesbrough in their full home kit, full red tops and red shorts, red socks. Southampton in their away kit, which is white tops with green shorts and green socks. I apologize. I got the Southampton socks wrong. They're white. Southampton will be kicking to the right of my screen as I look at it. Middlesbrough to the left of my screen. Southampton have won the toss and they will be taking the kickoff through Smallbone. And the kickoff is underway. Middlesbrough are underway. Let's go, Borough fans. Let's sing them home. Middlesbrough v Southampton is underway. I'm also going to keep you up to date with what's happening around the grounds as well in the Championship and Premier League as we see other 3 p.m. kickoffs around the country, and I will keep you abreast of everything that I can that's happening in that situation. As we see Middlesbrough now, Southampton underway, I will keep you up to date with as much as I can. But Middlesbrough Southampton has kicked off here, and we see Seny Dieng now. Seny Dieng for the Borough in control. Passes it out to Vandenberg. Vandenberg goes for a long pass, but hits the Southampton defender out for a Borough throw-in. Michael Carrick is screaming at his players already. Hands up around his mouth to get the point across as we see Darrell Lenihan now in possession through Hayden Hackney. Hayden Hackney back to Seny Dieng. Seny Dieng then for a long pass out and finds Howson. Howson then crosses it directly into the centre to Riley McGree. Riley McGree up long. Lewis O'Brien now on the left wing. Lewis O'Brien goes for a cheeky steps in, does very well. Back to Hayden Hackney now. Hayden Hackney. Johnny Howson, the captain. Out wider to Vandenberg. Jones. Jones deep in the Middlesbrough wing. Gets it into the box now with Hayden Hackney. Hayden Hackney in the box. Goes for a shot. Hits a Southampton player and goes out for a corner. This is a positive start. Come on, Borough. This is the positive start. Lewis O'Brien runs over to take the corner for the Borough. Lewis O'Brien now. The new left back. Ready to cross it in. Lewis. Low corner. Hits it badly. Hits a Southampton player who boots it out for a Middlesbrough throw-in. As we see kickoffs around the country now taking underway, Middlesbrough Southampton was actually one of the first games to kick off actually on time. So we are ahead of every other 3 p.m. kickoff here, but all the other championship games are now underway. And I will keep you up to date with all the scores as they come in if I can. But we are watching Middlesbrough v Southampton. Borough looking for their first win of the season. As we see Dale Fry in possession now. Out to Izzy Jones. Izzy Jones goes to play a through ball to Crooksey. Hits the Southampton player and out for a Borough throw-in. Vandenberg throws it in. Dale Fry, the lighthouse. The man that could bring a ship home. In possession here. Up to Howson. The 35-year-old Captain America. Dale Fry. Middlesbrough happy to hold on to the ball here and take the possession game off Southampton, which we love. We love to see it. We can't do anything without the ball, and Middlesbrough are heavy on the ball at the moment. Lewis O'Brien now. Out to the left. Dale Fry. Come on, Saints, says Cricket Crazy. As we see Jones now, out to Crooksey. Crooksey now into the box of the Borough. Looking for Riley McGree. Cut off by Southampton. But Middlesbrough then pressing high up. Forcing Southampton to just boot it as far as Dale Fry now. And Dale Fry will regain possession for the Borough. Right in the halfway league. Darrell Lenihan. Running the ball up. Riley McGree, the GOAT. My best friend. Passes it back to Dale Fry. Dale Fry out further to Izzy Jones. Howson. Goes for a pass back to Dale Fry, but is cut off by Che Adams. Isn't able to control it. Dale Fry wins the ball back and passes it through back further to Seny Dieng. Hayden Hackney now finds McGree. Lewis O'Brien, who's playing the left wing role, or left wing back, you would say, pushing right up the pitch here, deep into the left hand. Hayden now. Middlesbrough heavy in possession here for the starting 4 minutes of the game. We love to see it. Can't do anything without the ball. It looks a more considered and calm Middlesbrough team, I would argue. As we see Izzy Jones now running down the Southampton player. Going in for the slide tackle. Referee says, hey, Izzy, just calm it down, lad. And Izzy goes, yes, sorry, boss. As Southampton will have a free kick here on the halfway line. How did you become a Boro fan? I fell in love with football when I was a young lad, 2004, and I wanted to be a goalkeeper. And I looked at Mark Schwarzer, who was the current goalkeeper of the Middlesbrough best club in the world, and I fell in love with the club and the town and the place and have loved it and never left. Izzy Jones now on the ball. Riley McGree. Dale Fry. Johnny Howson now in the center of the pitch here. Middlesbrough heavy on possession. 5 minutes gone. No goals around the championship to report. No goals whatsoever, but all games, all 3 p.m. kickoffs are underway. But Middlesbrough are leading. We're one of the first ones to kick off. We're about a minute ahead of all the other championship games. As we see Middlesbrough still in possession here. Happy to go all the way back to Senny Dieng. Darragh Lenihan, the goal scorer from midweek. Turns around, doesn't like what he sees up front and passes it even further back to Senny Dieng. Can Middlesbrough do anything with all this possession now? Absolutely love it that Middlesbrough are just happy to hold the ball. As we get our first goal of the afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the first goal has gone in and it is at Ipswich. Ipswich have gone 1-0 up against Blackburn in the first 5 minutes through Harry Clark. Harry Clark has scored for Ipswich. Ipswich on top of the table once again, continuing that life. The love from, as we see Middlesbrough now in the counter-attack. Izzy Jones now running up. Woo! Digital, what's going on? I hope to see Coburn scoring. Me too. How you doing, Digital? It's good to see you. If you could take one player from the Saints, who? James Bree, you're right back because we don't have one. How can I see the actual game? Where are you based, Destiny? Where are you based? Are you in the UK? Are you in Australia? Where are you based? And I can probably try and help you out to tell you where to go. Nothing illegally though, Destiny. I'm sorry. I'm all above board here. You're in the UK. Is it not on Sky Sports? Is it not on Sky Sports? Because it's on BN Sport. It's not there? Oh, okay. I'm not too sure then, I'm sorry. Because it's on BN Sports for me here in Australia, which usually means it's on a Sky, you're getting Sky Sports coverage over there. So I'm not too sure. I'm sorry, Destiny. Right, here comes Southampton now. Armstrong down in the deep onto Lewis O'Brien, our new left back. Lewis O'Brien doesn't like what he sees, so he turns around and plays it back into the midfield here. Southampton now with their turn to have some possession. Southampton would have been shocked to see Middlesbrough in possession so much, with Southampton loving that game style. Southampton now through Fraser. Smallbone. Turning around and playing it back to their centre backs. Good morning, Peter. Southampton on the ball in possession now on their halfway line, sort of kicking it back left and right here. No live football is allowed on TV at Saturday at 3 p.m. There you go, from John. Destiny, I'm sorry. You cannot see it in the UK by the sounds of it. Doesn't look like you can see it. Right, Walker Peters now on the ball for Southampton as he walks it up. Southampton in possession here, but Middlesbrough do very well in defense through Hayden Hackney. Hayden Hackney, then Josh Coburn does a great pass. Out to Matty Crooks now. Matty Crooks in possession, looking for the counter, but doesn't like it. Turns around and happy to keep the ball now. Middlesbrough back in possession after great defense from Hayden Hackney and Riley McGree. And if you have just tuned in, there has been a goal around the grounds. Ipswich have gone a goal up against Blackburn within 5 minutes. As we see Lenihan now running at the Southampton defense, looking for Joshy Coburn and finds him on the left wing. Turns around and plays it back to Lewis O'Brien, who then does a 1-2 with Joshy Coburn. This Middlesbrough team absolutely starting to click. No way. No way we're starting to see some... no way we're starting to see some possession here. as Johnny Howson and Darryl Lenihan don't like what they've done. And we're going to see a Southampton counter here. As Southampton go for a goal. And they have missed down left. Che Adams has had a shot and caught Middlesbrough sleeping as Johnny Howson's back pass didn't go anywhere near Darryl Lenihan. Darryl Lenihan is furious at Johnny Howson, the captain. And Che Adams has missed a good chance to put Southampton one up here. Morning, Boro fan. I'm loving the enthusiasm. That's all you're going to get here. All right? That's all you are going to get here. Pure, unfiltered, raw Australian enthusiasm. And a big head. That's also what you're going to get. Right, Southampton now in possession. 10 minutes gone. No other goals to report in the championship. Apart from the Ipswich one. As we see Adam Armstrong now running it down the right-hand side for Southampton. Goes for the cross in, cut off by Lewis O'Brien. Armstrong regains possession though. Now Downs. Holgate crosses it in, but he's put way too much Vegemite on that one, and it hits Vandenberg on the very far side of the pitch, who headbutts it out, but only as far as Walker. Morning, East. Now, Southampton, happy to hold on to the ball here. Smallbone. Looking to hold this possession, play their normal game is Southampton after Middlesbrough had all the ball in the first 5 minutes. Southampton now. Running it in from the halfway line, down the deep left. Izzy Jones, Vandenberg in the right, defending. Walker Peters now. Southampton biding their time. Trying to pass it around, play their game. And here comes Southampton for the long shot, but it goes directly into Johnny Howson. And Johnny Howson deflects the ball back to Joshy Coburn. And we get a breakaway here from Middlesbrough through Riley McGree. Riley McGree has been found a long ball on the left. It's Riley McGree going into the box. He goes to shoot. Does he? Fakes it. Crosses it back into Matty Crooks, but no one is there. No one is there. And Riley McGree has wasted a good opportunity here, but Middlesbrough still in possession. But that was a good little threat there from Middlesbrough as we still are in attack here through Izzy Jones now on the right wing. Izzy Jones against Walker Peters here. But Izzy Jones is tackled well. And we'll see a free kick to Southampton as Izzy Jones is fouled on Smallbone. As we see a goal, an equaliser for Blackburn. Can you believe it? 1-1. The only goals are coming from the one game. And it's Ipswich 1, Blackburn 1 in the other 3 p.m. kickoff. No other goals to report it in the championship. What a little breakaway there for the Borough. Phil, what's going on? Riley should have had a shot there. True. No one is there. Not wrong. As we see now, Southampton in possession. Southampton now with Smallbone, a.k.a. Voldemort. As we see Southampton again playing their normal game. Possessive game. Happy to be on the ball here through Walker Peters. Taking on Izzy Jones. But Middlesbrough have been very, very good in defence, I must argue today. And have also been very, very good with the ball in possession. Middlesbrough having a calm approach to the start of this game and actually seeing a lot of the ball. We love to see it, Borough fans. As we see Russell Martin on the sideline. Hair parted almost perfectly. Straight down the centre does Russell Martin. The man with the best part, I must argue, in the championship. Russell Martin, Southampton boss. As we see Middlesbrough now take the throw in back to Dale Fry, the lighthouse, who goes across to Darryl Lenihan and goes further back to Senny Dieng. Senny Dieng, the extra centre back that Middlesbrough have, who likes to play with the ball at his feet. Lucky I didn't stuff my words up there. Darryl Lenihan out to Lewis O'Brien, the best left back in the world, who turns around and plays it back to Darryl Lenihan. Darryl Lenihan goes even further back to Senny Dieng. No other goals in the championship to report apart from the Ipswich Blackburn 1-1. As we see Senny Dieng trying to play a long ball to Izzy Jones, but he puts way too much Vegemite on that one, and it goes all the way to the Southampton keeper. And Southampton will retain possession here. 14 minutes gone. 0-0. 0-0. As we see Man City score through Foden. 1-0. Man City. Shocked me. As we see Southampton now working the ball around through their defense, and they go for a long ball trying to catch Vandenberg sleeping. As they find Fraser now deep in the left. He's running into the box, but cut off well by Vandenberg and shuts the things down. But Smallbone regains it, who then gets cut off as well by Hayden Hackney. Middlesbrough doing very well in defense today. Very, very well. Cutting off the passes, not letting anything pass the Middlesbrough defense today. This is what we want. As I get up and clap. As we see an injury for Swansea. Nathan Wood, the ex-Middlesbrough centre-back, has gone off and limped off for Swansea, having to be replaced within the first 10 minutes. And Nathan Wood obviously reported with a move to Southampton that didn't eventuate. But Nathan Wood has come off for a very bad ankle injury, it looks like. As we see Adam Armstrong in the box for the Southampton, goes to curl it into the left-hand side and has not gone anywhere near the goal, and it'll be a goal kick to Middlesbrough. And it's 2-0. 2-0? Ooh, to Man City, it's 2-0. Can you believe it? Nottingham Forest have said, hey, you've got money, so do we. But Man City have said, look at our checkbook, it's bigger. And Erling Haaland has made it 2-0 for Man City within 14 minutes. The battle of the checkbooks in the Premier League. As we see Southampton then win a ball back, and they've gone on with Adam Armstrong, who scores. Adam Armstrong has put Southampton into the lead. Early on here, Middlesbrough defense has fallen asleep. A very, very familiar story for Middlesbrough. It seems like our confidence, our passing around has got a little bit messy. And Middlesbrough have gone a goal down here to Southampton within 16 minutes. And Adam Armstrong, the goal scorer for Southampton. But I don't know what Middlesbrough were doing. We had the passing. Dale Fry has hit it straight up to Matt Crooks. Matt Crooks has then passed it back to a Southampton player who's found Che Adams. Che Adams then finds a running on Adam Armstrong. And the Middlesbrough defense are left at sea as Adam Armstrong is left one-on-one with Seny Dieng and finishes very, very well. Southampton 1, Middlesbrough 0. Matty Crooks with the loss of possession there. Middlesbrough now taking the kickoff in possession. Yeah. Crooksy is far too slow for both speed and reaction. Kinda and sadly evident there. As we see another goal in the championship scored as well. Plymouth have gone up 1-0 against Norwich. Plymouth have gone 1-0 up against Norwich. And obviously Southampton 1-0 up as well. So goals starting to flow in at 3 p.m. kickoffs. Crooks needs to stay up for front and knock headers on. Not sure what he's thinking, but then we got a breakaway here for Middlesbrough. Down the right-hand side, we've got Izzy Jones, who goes for the cross to Joshy Coburn. Just misses Joshy Coburn's head. Cleared out by Southampton. We'll see a corner for Middlesbrough. 18 minutes gone. Southampton 1, Middlesbrough 0. As Carrick returns to Jonathan Woodgate and Aaron Danks to have a chat, as we see Lewis O'Brien take the corner and hits it low again, and it's straight at Adam Armstrong, and Adam Armstrong just boots it clear. But Lewis O'Brien's both corners have hit the Southampton player rather than going anywhere near a Boro player. We see Hayden Hackney now on the ball, just in front of the centre backs here. Happy to hold on to the ball. But again, a goal down. Middlesbrough with all the work to do. Once again, seeming to always be happy to let a goal in, Middlesbrough. So we see Dale Fry now in a tackle. And he's pulled down, and it'll be a Middlesbrough free kick. Taken quickly up to Matty Crooks now. Izzy Jones with Matty Crooks. And Southampton booted out for a Middlesbrough throw-in. Taken quickly again by Matty Crooks, who goes back to Johnny Howson. Johnny Howson goes further to the left in Darragh Lenihan now. Lewis O'Brien. Hey, Justin, what's going on? Riley McGree. The GOAT. Dale Fry. Further out to Vandenberg. Middlesbrough just passing it around the backs here. Dale Fry. Hayden Hackney. Now, Senny Dieng with the ball for Middlesbrough, right at the back line. Boots it up long to Izzy Jones. Izzy Jones gets on the head and passes back to Johnny Howson in the middle. Here comes Hayden Hackney, who goes to play it, but cut off by Smallbone, but it'll only go as far as Dale Fry now. Dale Fry still in possession here, up to Johnny Howson. Further out to Vandenberg. Middlesbrough literally having most possession here, but not being able to cut down Southampton at the moment, as we see a quick ball played to Izzy Jones. Izzy Jones isn't able to run onto that ball, and it'll go out for a Southampton throw-in just in front of their corner flag here. As there are no other goals to talk about, but as I say that, Ipswich have scored again. Ipswich have scored again. All the goals coming in the first 18 minutes there. It is Ipswich 2, Blackburn 1. Can you believe it? Ipswich, all the goals are. And if you hadn't heard as well, Plymouth have already gone 1-0 up as well against Norwich. So Plymouth 1, Norwich 0, and Ipswich 2, Blackburn 1. They are the only goals scored in the championship via 3 p.m. kickoffs. Obviously, Middlesbrough down 0 to 1 goal here. As we see Southampton now, passed it all the way back, boots it up to Che Adams, who loses the ball to Vandenberg. Middlesbrough now back in possession here through Dale Fry. Middlesbrough having a lot of the ball, but not able to really register any shots on goal or any direct goal threat at the moment to Southampton. A lot of the ball and a lot of the possession you'll see is, for the stats wise, will be to Middlesbrough, but unfortunately not being able to break down Southampton at the moment. As you see Matty Crooks now running in from the halfway line. Out to Izzy Jones. Izzy Jones then plays Crooks through again, but Crooks is a bit too slow to get onto it, but managed to get a trailing leg and goes all the way out to the other side to Lewis O'Brien now. Lewis O'Brien back to Hayden Hackney on the edge of the box. Hackney goes further to Howson. Hackney still on the ball here, but turns around and plays a sloppy pass back to Darragh Lenihan. And then Che Adams tries to take a long shot because he saw Senny Dieng way off his goal, but he's absolutely mishit it. And it's gone further out to the left. And Senny Dieng, as I get my words jumbled, runs out and collects the ball. Hayden Hackney now. Johnny Howson. The regular midfield's defensive duo for Middlesbrough is back in force. But we saw a sloppy pass from Matty Crooks let Southampton through, and Adam Armstrong with a neat finish. As we see Matt Crooks give the ball away again. Matt Crooks is not having a very good game. See Dale Fry now. Did I say Denny Hang? I thought I did. My goodness me. Are you seeing that it's after midnight here? Lewis O'Brien now for the Borough, just in front of the halfway line. Riley McGree plays a 1-2 back with Lewis O'Brien, who goes for an early cross to Josh Coburn. Isn't able to find him. Now Riley McGree. Riley McGree doing very well to hold on to the ball. But unfortunately, Southampton just swarm him and get the ball away from Riley McGree. And they boot it, but only as far as Darragh Lenihan. Middlesbrough still with all the possession here. Vandenberg. Up to Jones, who passes it back to Matt Crooks, but Matt Crooks gives it away, and it'll be a Middlesbrough throw-in. Darragh Lenihan now, up to Riley McGree, who finds Lewis O'Brien further down. Back to Riley McGree, who plays a great ball through to Joshy Coburn. Joshy Coburn then looks for someone who plays Izzy Jones in! And Izzy Jones is unable to get onto the end of a brilliant Josh Coburn pass, but it has been ruled offside anyway. It wouldn't have counted. I believe Josh Coburn has been ruled offside, but a brilliant little play there from Middlesbrough, almost seeing them on the score sheet, but unfortunately ruled offside. But Lewis O'Brien, Riley McGree linking up very well here. And it was Josh Coburn from the Riley McGree pass being adjudged to be offside. And Southampton here. Take the kick. Playing it through their backline are Southampton. Happy to be on the ball here. As we see Middlesbrough players now slowly walking up, trying to put some pressure on. Walker Peters now. Up to the halfway line for Southampton. Southampton in their full away strip. White shirts, green shorts, and white socks. As we see Southampton now work it to the other side of the pitch through Holgate, who is in bright pink boots. Holgate now, further down the line, to Adam Armstrong, the goal scorer from earlier. Holgate now. Armstrong, who turns around, doesn't like what he sees up front, so he plays it even further back. Charles. As we see Ipswich score again. What is happening down at Blackburn? What is happening, Blackburn? Talk to me. We've seen Ipswich score another one. It is now Ipswich 3, Blackburn 1. Can you believe it? Obviously, Ipswich at home there, but Ipswich now 3, Blackburn 1. Ipswich, what has happened? Coming all the way from League One. Will they go back-to-back promotions here? This is incredible, Ipswich. Blackburn just absolutely left at sea here. Incredible scenes. As we see Middlesbrough then win the ball actually through Matt Crooks. Joshy Coburn now finds Izzy Jones in the box. Izzy Jones goes for the box. And to front Riley McGree, but he isn't able to get the ball in. Oh, very good chance by Middlesbrough, but the ball was too far in front of Riley McGree. And he's unable to put the ball in the back of the net. But Middlesbrough creating some chances now. Middlesbrough out to Izzy Jones, who goes for a quick cross to Lewis O'Brien, but defended well. Southampton get a boot to it and will kick it out. And Middlesbrough now with a throw in on the other side of the pitch. Darragh Lenihan. Middlesbrough starting to create some chances. Is there a goal here in the first half for Middlesbrough? Riley McGree going ever so close. Southampton clearing off the line. Arguably, Izzy Jones, Riley McGree, Middlesbrough's best at the moment. As we see Southampton regain possession, though, and start to calm things down. Southampton keeper calling for calm. Telling his boys, "Oi, calm down!" And that's exactly how he said it. As we see Southampton now playing for a long ball, looking for Adam Armstrong, but it's cut off by Lewis O'Brien, the best left back in the world, who goes even further back to Senny Dieng. Senny Dieng plays it quickly to Darragh Lenihan. Dale Fry, the lighthouse, bringing ships in all day line. Dale Fry now. Vandenberg. As we see the fans starting to chant, argue, and getting aggressive at the players, asking them to move it up quicker. As we see Darragh Lenihan now going out to Lewis O'Brien. Riley McGree. The fans coming restless here with Middlesbrough, who are heavy on possession though. I would argue that it's been one of Middlesbrough's better starts. Even though we've gone a goal down, I honestly, if we have a look back at Sheffield Wednesday's midweek match, that first 45 minutes, the most woeful football we've seen in a long time. Trust me, Middlesbrough fans, when I tell you this is a much, much more positive start. We are having a lot of the possession. As we see Lewis O'Brien now running in up from the halfway line. Lewis O'Brien cuts back in. Is this the Middlesbrough team now to stay consistent with? Because this is a Middlesbrough team that are on the ball. We can't do anything when we didn't have the ball. Middlesbrough having Izzy Jones, Riley McGree as their best in the first 29 minutes. Matt Crooks, unfortunately, probably being one of the letdowns for Middlesbrough in this first half. Swans are 1 up. Oh, Swansea. Swansea have gone a goal up against Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday's woes continue. Hackney now goes out to Izzy Jones. Izzy Jones looking for someone here on the corner of the Southampton box. Decides to run it himself. Will run it into the box. Goes for a low cross, but doesn't find anyone. Finds Riley McGree, who has a shot. And unfortunately, isn't able to bring it down and control it well enough. And Riley McGree's shot will go closer to the corner flag than it will the goal. It'll be a goal kick here for Southampton. 30 minutes gone. Southampton 1, Middlesbrough 0. And make sure if you are tuning into the YouTube channel to hit the like button and consider subscribing as we close in on 4,000 subscribers here. For the Boro fan all the way from Australia, I'm here with you live at 12:30 a.m. We'll be woken up by my daughter at 6 a.m. But the things you do for the club that you love. Darragh Lenihan now. He'll take on Adam Armstrong and he'll boot it straight into Adam Armstrong. And then we'll win a goal kick. Senny Dieng now. "31 minutes gone here. We will get everyone's thoughts at halftime, both on YouTube and on Twitter, aka X, for those that are new. As Senny Dieng plays a very, very long ball up to Joshy Coburn, but Joshy Coburn is unable to get to the ball and Southampton will regain possession here. Smallbone now. Charles. Out to Holgate. Holgate now, just in front of the halfway line. In his bright pink boots, with a flash of yellow on them as well. Walker Peters. What's the score at Hartlepool? TW. Have Hartlepool scored? Love me some Hartlepool. As we see Southampton still in possession here, happy to pass it around. Enjoy the midnight kickoffs when they last, mate. You know what's coming? I do know what's coming. Pain, bro. That's what I know what's coming. Hartlepool are 1 up. At least our neighbours are doing well. Let's go, Pools. Let's go, Pools. Obviously, in the Vanarama National League are Pools. Under John Askey. As we see Darragh Lenihan push a Southampton player over and the ref says, no, you can't do that. Free kick Southampton, middle of the pitch. 32 minutes gone. Southampton 1, Middlesbrough 0 after Matty Crooks getting dispatched with a lazy pass / time on ball. Middlesbrough with all the work to do now. Just like every other game. As we see Fraser v Vandenberg, and Fraser has the pace to beat Vandenberg, and now we see Smallbone now for Southampton in the box. He goes for the cross in early. Darragh Lenihan gets to the head, but only as far as Adam Armstrong. Adam Armstrong has the ball, time in the box, and he's wasted it. And instead of lifting it to another player, he's lifted it all the way out. Way too much Vegemite on it. And Senny Dieng will have a goal kick for Middlesbrough here. A clean sheet would be nice, says Peter. The only clean sheets we've got are at Rockcliffe Park. Enjoy your stay. Tail Fry now. Up to Riley McGree. He goes wider to Matty Crooks on the wing. Up to Izzy Jones, who is tackled roughly, and the ref says play on because you're still in possession. And then the ref says, well, you've just wasted your play on because now Southampton have the ball. And then Matt Crooks has a trailing leg on a Southampton player, and Southampton will now have a free kick midway of the pitch. And now the ref comes over to have a chat to Matty Crooks, and he's all smiles. And he's put his arm around Matty Crooks, but he's now pointing at him. And I think he's given him a warning. Because even though the ref put his arm around him, Crooks is giving him the back while the ref's still talking. It doesn't look like they're friends. And the ref's given Crooksy a warning. And Crooksy said, don't worry. I'm a yellow card fiend. I know what the warning means. Now, Southampton take the ball, but go for a long ball. It's cut off by Darragh Lenihan, and here comes Middlesbrough on the counter now through Riley McGree. Riley McGree on the ball now. Deep left-hand side of the pitch. Goes it over to Hackney. Hackney then runs even further into the box, but loses the ball to a Southampton player who boots it only as far as Vandenberg. Middlesbrough still in possession now. Deep right-hand side of the pitch. Who plays it further to Vandenberg. Vandenberg in the box goes to shoot, but decides to cross it in. And instead of crossing it in, hits Smallbone. And it'll go out for a Middlesbrough corner now. 34 minutes as the shouts, Boro, ring around the Riverside Stadium. It has been a better performance, though. I know we're a goal down, Boro fans, but trust, it has been a better performance. As we see Lewis O'Brien now over the ball. Corner flag. Crosses it in. Hits Bazuna. The ball's loose. We don't know where it is. But he does get hands on it in the end and rolls it out for a Southampton counter-attack here. Southampton now going for a counter-attack, but they say, no, we don't like to run today. And they turn around and pass it all the way back to their centre-backs. No counter-attack from Southampton. They'd rather be on the ball in true Russell Martin style. And now Southampton on the ball at the halfway line here. As we see the ref give a free kick against Izzy Jones. And Izzy Jones throws his hands in the air and says, you're kidding me. What kind of ref are you? And the ref says, I'm the ref. And gives a free kick to Southampton. As we see another goal to Plymouth against Norwich. Plymouth enjoying their day out, are they? Against Norwich. Plymouth 2. Norwich 1. Nil. Norwich nil there, sorry. As we see Izzy Jones. Halfway line. Winning the ball back from Southampton. Again, Middlesbrough all in possession here. Looking actually like a calm team. A Carrick team that builds on possession. Quick passes. Unfortunately, still a bit sloppy, letting Southampton get a goal. But honestly, Middlesbrough have had all the ball, creating a couple of chances. Lewis O'Brien been fantastic in the left back role. Now, cutting back through the centre is Lewis O'Brien and finds Johnny Howson, the captain, 35 years of age. Jones now goes for an early cross to find Josh Coburn, cut off by Southampton. Only as far as Vandenberg now. Jones across to Johnny Howson, who plays it out to Vandenberg. Vandenberg looking for someone, goes to cross it in, but hits a Southampton player and will go out for a Middlesbrough throw-in just in front of the corner flag here. 37 minutes gone. Southampton 1, Middlesbrough 0. Now McGree running into the box. And it's the final ball letting Middlesbrough down at the moment, as McGree had a very good chance again, trying to look for a player. But unfortunately, the final ball keeps letting us down, does Middlesbrough, for all the effort we're putting in. And I'm telling you, Boro fans, we are on the ball here. We have got plenty of possession. It's actually a really, really good display. And then, as I say that, Izzy Jones makes a real sloppy pass, and instead of passing it back to Crooks, he passes it to Michael Carrick. And obviously, Michael Carrick is the manager, and he's on the sideline, and Michael Carrick has said, hey, Izzy, just letting you know, I'm not actually playing today anymore, mate. You're going to have to pass it to someone in red. So Southampton now have a throw-in. Izzy Jones now, who's just realised Michael Carrick's not on the pitch for Middlesbrough, and decides, oh, hang on, I'll pass it to Darragh Lenihan instead. Well done, Izzy. Lewis O'Brien now. Down the left-hand side. Cuts it back in for Hayden Hackney, the new number 7, who goes further across to Darragh Lenihan. Darragh Lenihan then sees Izzy Jones and goes a long ball out to Izzy Jones down the right. Izzy Jones now on the ball with 2 to beat in front of him. Takes 1 on, takes 2 on, and isn't able to beat 2 Southampton players. And the Southampton defender will go down under the duress of Izzy Jones, and it'll be a free kick Southampton, taken by their illustrious goalkeeper. 38 minutes gone. As there's no other goals to talk about in the Premier League, still Man City, 36 minutes gone there. As Izzy Jones win the ball. Apparently, we're claiming the ball had gone out, but the ref has said none, he's not having any of it. As we saw a quick little mistake there by Southampton defense, Izzy Jones trying to capitalize on it, runs at the Southampton goalkeeper, tries to chip him, and Middlesbrough claiming that the Bazuna took the ball out, but the ref's not having any of it, and it's a Southampton goal kick. And now Walker Peters taking the long ball down from the goalkeeper up to Smallbone. Smallbone now to Fraser, who goes to cross it in early and hits a Middlesbrough defender. Southampton corner. Ryan Fraser currently on loan. Will be whipping the corner in for Southampton. Southampton now. With the corner. Crosses it in close to Senny Dieng's goal. And here comes Southampton, who are heading the ball around. It's bouncing around like a ping pong. But then it falls to Hayden Hackney, and Hayden Hackney will run it out for Middlesbrough here, looking for a quick counter. He finds Riley McGree direct up the centre. It's Riley McGree one-on-one. Riley McGree then slowed it down, and he's looked for Joshy Coburn, but isn't able to get it past the Southampton player, and Southampton will cut it off and boot it out. And unfortunately, Riley McGree's little counter is cut off, but very little good play by Middlesbrough. And I know I jumbled my words there, but I'm a little bit nervous because I want my boy to score. Now, Vandenberg out to the far wing. 41 minutes gone. Middlesbrough with all the ball. Literally all the ball. It's just the final ball not helping them. Darragh Lenihan now. Back to Senny Dieng, who goes back to Darragh Lenihan. Senny Dieng is literally playing as the third centre back here for Middlesbrough. He is literally in line with Darragh Lenihan and Dale Fry. Darragh Lenihan now up to Lewis O'Brien in the centre of the pitch, who has one to beat, and he's pushed over by a Southampton player. Downs has pushed Lewis O'Brien, and the ref says, "Oi, Downs, stop it." As we see Hackney trying to play a long ball out to Izzy Jones, but it comes off Ryan Fraser's head and will go out for a Middlesbrough throw-in, which take it quickly. And they decide forward isn't the option. Let's go back to Dale Fry. Johnny Howson now. And now Matty Crooks. Deep right-hand wing Middlesbrough now in possession through Riley McGree. Matty Crooks goes back to Vandenberg. Looking through a through ball, and nobody's making the run. So Vandenberg's made a through ball to absolutely no one, and it will roll out for a Southampton goal kick. Unfortunately, the Middlesbrough boys still not on the same page. As we see Southampton retake the goal kick here. Who then throw it in, but only as far as Dale Fry. Dale Fry now in possession. Izzy Jones now has switched wings with Riley McGree. Izzy Jones now on the left, Riley McGree on the right. Completely and utterly switched wings here. Senny Dieng plays it out to Dale Fry. Goes wide to Vandenberg, who finds Riley McGree, who then tries to loop in Joshy Coburn, but isn't able to do so. As Izzy Jones then runs the ball down from a sleeping Southampton defender. Follows Riley McGree. Riley McGree goes from out the box. Riley McGree! Riley McGree! Riley McGree! Riley McGree! Aussie! Wake the neighbours! Riley McGree has scored for the Borough! Riley McGree! He's my best mate and I love him! Woohoo! I love him! Middlesbrough are on the board through the goat, Riley McGree. 1-0. the board. 1-1. Oh, I feel good, Boro fans. Riley McGree. Did I break anything? Oh, I stepped on something. I've stepped on something. Yeah, I've broken a clip on the table. I've broken a clip on the table. It's okay. It's okay. Middlesbrough, what pressure? Oh, Boro! Middlesbrough! Middlesbrough on the board. Thank the goodness, thank the world. Oh my Aussie. Woo! Just came to stream, but this is much better from us. It's incredible. We have had all the possession. We've had Carrick ball this first half. I know we let a goal in, but Matt Crooks, apart from him, we have literally had all the ball. It was coming. The Cardigans are back. McGree now, the GOAT. See what happens when you start Riley. Izzy Jones down the right wing. Goes for a quick ball to Riley McGree. Is he going to make it 2? No way, Riley. No way, Riley. Plays it back to Joshy Coburn, who's holding them off like a man possessed. Izzy Jones. Vandenberg. Lenihan. Oh. Lenihan. What is this Middlesbrough team? Don't blow the halftime whistle, please. Oh! Middlesbrough all over him. Riley McGree is absolutely incredible. Done very, very well. Middlesbrough are playing so well. They're literally the best 45 minutes I've seen from us all season. The very first 45 minutes of football we've actually paid, Boro fans. We have held possession. We have been chipping it away. Happy to be on the ball. Not letting Southampton. And that is half time. Good half, Boro. Good half. Oh. Good half. Oh! Riley McGree, what a goal! What a goal! It is Middlesbrough 1, Southampton 1. Halftime here. Oh, 1 apiece. Woo! Let me tell you, Boro fans, let me know without what your thoughts are. If you're just coming to the chat, I want to hear from you. We're going to go across to X as well, get everyone's thoughts on X as well. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I've lost my voice. I've lost my voice. I've lost my voice. I want to see if I can get the moment that Riley scored. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see if we can find it. All right, here it is. The moment Riley McGree scored. We then throw it in, but only as far as Dale Fry. Dale Fry now in possession. Izzy Jones now has switched wings with Riley McGree. Izzy Jones now on the left, Riley McGree on the right. Completely and utterly switched wings here. Senny Dieng. Plays it out to Dale Fry. Goes wide to Vandenberg, who finds Riley McGree, who then tries to loop in Joshy Coburn, but isn't able to do so. As Izzy Jones then runs the ball down from a sleeping Southampton defender. Finally, Riley McGree. Riley McGree is from out the box. Riley McGree! Riley McGree! Riley McGree! Riley McGree! Aussie! Wake the neighbours! Riley McGree has scored for the Boro! Riley McGree! go, baby. Let's go. That was the time Middlesbrough scored. Riley McGree chipping in Middlesbrough back to a 1-1. Oh, my goodness. I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath. Middlesbrough fans, how have you found the first half? Let's go to X. Get your thoughts here on YouTube as well. Let's go around X and see what people are thinking. Oh, my goodness. We got Riley McGree should be the first name on the Middlesbrough team sheet. There you go, Michael Carrick. I've solved it for you. Oh, they deserve that. Excellent press from Jones after switching flanks with McGree. He then nicks it from Holgate, and the loose ball finds McGree with Boro now 4-on-3 in their favour. Woo! Make that 4-0 to Plymouth. Are you kidding me? There's no way. Oh! Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Plymouth 4, Norwich 0. What a 45 minutes for Norwich. As we see half-times ringing around the UK now. Ipswich has just gone to half-time. We'll get you all the half-time scores here from both the Premier League and the Championship, 3 p.m. kickoffs. As we got Saints fans in, we got Saints fans in my YouTube chat trying to get when the Saints go marching in chant going. It ain't going to happen. You're in the wrong spot. My goodness me. All right, halftime pretty much everywhere. Let's get you around the grounds. Ipswich v Blackburn. What a game it's been there. First 45 minutes, Ipswich 3, Blackburn 1. Leeds and Watford are 0-0 there at halftime. Leicester, Bristol City is 0-0 there. Middlesbrough and Southampton obviously 1-0 there through the GOAT, Riley McGree. Plymouth 4, Norwich 0. Can you help it? My goodness me. Rotherham and Preston are also 1-0. Swansea 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0, and West Brom Millwall 0-0. Over to the Premier League in the battle of the checkbooks. Man City 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Luton Town and Wolves still 0-0. Luton obviously looking for their first points of the season in the Premier League. And Crystal Palace and Fulham also 0-0. That is your scores from around the ground. Borough fans, Saints fans, tell me what you think. What have you made of that first half? Burnsy says, Izzy Jones running down the wing. I love it. You think we have a win in us today? Superlato, that was the best 45 minutes I've seen from Middlesbrough all season. Okay? That is the best 5 minutes I have seen from Middlesbrough all season. That was incredible. We were on the ball. We were possessive. We played it around. We didn't waste it. We didn't go for long balls. It was the best 45 minutes I've seen from Middlesbrough in all season. If we keep playing like that and we hold on to the ball, there's nothing. You can't score when you don't have the ball. Social says totally outplayed them. We think we can move the ball a bit quicker and need to be more quality in the final ball. Oh, if we start finishing those final balls, mate. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We need this win more than Southampton. Completely agree. What else? Phil, I'm loving watching your reactions. They're brilliant. I appreciate you and I love you. Guys, if you are watching on YouTube, consider subscribing, hitting the like button. It really does help my channel grow as we close in on 4,000 subscribers. Do you know how close we are to 4,000 subscribers? I'll tell you. Thank you for asking. We are at 3,979 subscribers. We are that close to 4,000. Can you believe it? All right? Can you believe it? All right? It's incredible. All right. Middlesbrough fans, how are we feeling? That was an incredible first half. I absolutely have loved that first 45 minutes. It's the best football I've seen Middlesbrough play. Saints 3 found your stream today. And how are you an Australian Borough fan? Fell in love with the Borough 2004. Wanted to be a footballer myself. And I fell in love with Mark Schwarzer. Mark Schwarzer was the goalkeeper for Middlesbrough at the time. And I've never looked back ever since. Obviously live in Australia on the opposite side of the world from the best club in the world. But I love my club and I would never change. I have bonuses that there is Riley McGree, Sammy Silvera, Tom Glover in Aussies playing for Middlesbrough. But even if the Aussies weren't there, I would still love this club till the day I die. And I've never looked back. So yeah, that's kind of like the short story of why it is. Riley McGree is now showing the world what happens when you find the perfect amount of Vegemite. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love that comment. I love that comment. Woo! All right, let's look at X for those comments. Josh Coburn has been really good here. Worked hard up front and used his strength well to link up play and spray balls out wide to get Boro going. A la Utpom last season. So unlucky not to have an assist with that Jones-McGree chance as well. Joshy Coburn up front. The young lad. The young lad getting all the praise. All the praise. Riley McGree. Riley McGree. Oh. Oh. Did I miss anything? Oh, just a brilliant goal to Riley McGree. Middlesbrough equalising just before the stroke of halftime. His legs are a bit hairy for me, Schwartz's. Can't say I've ever looked at him. I can't say I've ever looked at his legs. If you have just joined us and you want to see my reaction to Riley McGree, let me see if I can find it to you again. We'll get a clip of it out there shortly into the universe. I promise you that. Shortly. But let me see if I can find you the moment Riley McGree scored here. As Izzy Jones then runs the ball down from a sleeping Southampton defender. Follows Riley McGree. Riley McGree from out the box. Riley McGree! Riley McGree! Riley McGree! Riley McGree! Aussie! Wake the neighbours! Riley McGree has scored for the Boro! Riley McGree! He's my best mate and I love him! Woo! That was the moment Riley McGree scored. And don't forget, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's currently 1 a.m. Currently 1 a.m. So yes, I did wake up a few people in this household. I also stepped on something. Yes, the clip from my desk. My desk is tilted. I have, you know those foot pads that go under your desk? I've stepped on it and it's snapped. Now my desk is leaning. Oh my God, man. Why can't I just sit still when people score? Neil says, I'm loving the stream, right? I normally watch the match each week on stream, but I'm out watching my 19-year-old playing a match right now. Woo, Neil, let's go. Let's go. Woo. Good luck to your 19-year-old. Good luck to your 19-year-old. And thank you for tuning in. Woo, Jesus. Jesus. What have we got in this second half, Middlesbrough? What have we got in this second half? I tell you, because we played the best 45 minutes of all season. That first 45 minutes was Carrick ball at its best. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. If we can match that in the second half, we are going to be good. We are going to be good. That was the best 45 minutes I've seen. That's as good as the opening half we've had all season. Honestly, it has. Honestly. Let's get thoughts around X as well. Jones has played well, pressing, chasing, and the heart of most attacking moves. O'Brien is still useful, shift on the left. McGree's been live in closing stages, may have scored earlier, was well taken, level up. That's as good as an opening half we've had all season, much better form. So harder pools up at halftime, 1-0 up the pools. Let's go. Let's go. Time to develop settle side now. Completely and utterly agree. We need consistency in this team now. Consistency in this team. Right, what else are we saying? Nothing but respect for any Norwich fans staying for the second half at 4-0 down. The banana bus would have already been on the A38 as we see a picture of Norwich completely, utterly leaving the Plymouth ground here. Norwich fans are stroving out of Plymouth. They obviously 4-0 down at halftime. Can you imagine being 4-0 down at halftime? We are last on the table. We haven't been down 4-0 at halftime. Jeez, that would hurt. What would you do? I'd probably shut the stream off, I reckon. Oh my God. Norwich down 4-0 to Plymouth. Can't believe it. What a performance. What's happened to Norwich? Right. Halftime everywhere. Let's get you around the ground scores. Starting off with the Premier League. Crystal Palace, Fulham, 0-0 there. Luton Town's looking for their first points of the season in the Premier League, a 0-0 against Wolves. Man City v Nottingham Forest, aka Battle of the Checkbooks. Man City 2, Nottingham Forest 0. And in the Championship, we've got Ipswich 3, Blackburn 1. incredible scenes there. 4 goals in the Ipswich Blackburn game. Leeds Watford is 0-0 there. Leicester versus Bristol City 0-0 there. Plymouth, as I've just reported on, are 4-0 up against Norwich. And we see Norwich fans leaving in droves. Incredible scenes down at Plymouth. Rotherham and Preston are sharing points, 1-1 there. And Swansea are leading Sheffield Wednesday 1-0 there. And West Brom Millwall. West Brom obviously in a lot of trouble financially is West Brom. Reported midweek that they are $55 million in debt. $55 million in debt. My goodness me. That's a lot of FIFA points. Jesus. West Brom 0, Millwall 0. Middlesbrough will be back underway very soon here because it is one of the earlier kickoffs. We kicked the ball off before anyone else did around the country. And Middlesbrough will be back on this pitch very, very soon. I did predict we would go down 1-0, but we'd come back to win 2-1, Stephen. If that comes true, I'm kissing you. There's nothing you can do about it. Not watching the game, but it sounds like the best we have played those so far this season. Completely. Yeah. Completely. Have you ever seen a little... Is that Anthony Vickers' tweet? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I'm getting all worried with all this man love. Nothing to be worried about. Just Borough being Borough. Making me feel things. Look at that reaction from our boy. Look at that reaction from our boy. Look at him. The GOAT. As we see the teams re-emerge here, it looks like Southampton are going to make a substitution here. Ryan Manning is going to come on for Southampton here. So it looks like Southampton will be making a substitution. Middlesbrough will be staying as is. But Southampton will be making a substitution with Ryan Manning warming up. I expect Southampton to come at us like a bat out of hell. First 10 minutes of concentration. Borough will be right. We'll be right. Big game for Borough. How long will Supermarket Eric stay if the results don't improve? The contrast to the end of the last season is unbelievable. Completely I agree. What a goal. Incredible. Touch me now. I want to feel your body. Tell me where to be, Peter. The fact my little brother got lucky in class and won tickets to the match and I'm sat at home disappointed and I didn't win them. Why didn't he take you with you? Destiny, what a rude brother. As we see the players now back onto the pitch here. Getting ready for the second half. As we see the classic Middlesbrough song. Da, 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 da. And we will see Ryan Manning making his change. Ryan Manning has come on for Mason Holgate, Southampton fans. So Mason Holgate subbed off at halftime. Ryan Manning is on. And we'll see Middlesbrough take the second half underway after losing the toss. Southampton choosing to kick off. Middlesbrough will be kicking to the right of my screen, Southampton to the left. Middlesbrough obviously in their home kit, full red kit, red pants, red shops, red shorts, red socks. Southampton kicking to the left of my screen as I look at it. Southampton white tops, green shorts, white socks. As we're about to get underway, second half here, Johnny Howson standing over the ball, waiting for the ref to blow his whistle. The ref then does blow his whistle, and we're underway, second half. Can Middlesbrough maintain the dominance? False start, false start, false start. Now we're underway. Now we're underway. Now we're underway in the second half. There was a false start by one of the Middlesbrough players, so the ref did bring it back. Johnny Howson's now taken it over again. And Middlesbrough will get us underway here. Second half, 45 minutes to come. Can Middlesbrough maintain? Can Middlesbrough maintain what we saw in that first 45 minutes? As we see Southampton now in possession through Smallbone. He turns around and plays it backwards to his centre back, who now finds Ryan Manning, the second half substitute, coming on at halftime for Southampton. Absolutely screaming down the wing is Ryan Manning, but only finds Vandenberg, and Vandenberg gets the foot to the ball, and it'll go out for a corner to Southampton, deep in their own half. Southampton will be sent right next to the corner flag to take this throw in. Ryan Manning takes the throw in. Fraser. Southampton happy to play it all the way back to their defense. Walker Peters then looking for a Southampton run. Cleared by Lewis O'Brien, the best left back in the world. Only as far as Ryan Manning, though, for Southampton, who goes for a long shot. But Senny Dieng happy to take that one as the ball scoots along the ground from a lacking in power, lacking in Vegemite shot from Ryan Manning. Now, Middlesbrough in possession here through Senny Dieng. Senny Dieng then boots it up. Looking for Izzy Jones. Doesn't find him, but the ball then skittles across to Vandenberg. Vandenberg now happy to keep the ball. Now, Dale Fry, the lighthouse, bringing in the ships at night is Dale, who finds Johnny Howson, the 35-year-old captain, the man, the wizard, the legend. As Southampton here, now on the ball through Che Adams, as Dale Fry was stuck a leg out and wasn't able to stop the ball. Now Smallbone, edge of the box, who will go for a curler over Senny Dieng. But it did not come down and it stayed above the goal. And Senny Dieng happy to see the ball out. Middlesbrough goal kick, 47 minutes gone. Middlesbrough needing to get some of that first 45 minutes in the bag here. Can we find that possession? Can we find that ball? Howson props last season, completely agree. All right, Southampton on the ball now through Ryan Manning. Smallbone. Back to Manning. Manning obviously coming on for Mason Holgate at halftime here for Southampton. Southampton kicking it around in their back line. Middlesbrough trying to close it down. But Southampton doing well with their passes here to try and break Middlesbrough down as we see Southampton now bring it up to the halfway line. Now even out wider. Through Downs. Southampton now halfway line. Smallbone. Out wider to Fraser, who finds Charles in the center of the pitch. Armstrong now, the goal scorer from the first half. Southampton with all the ball here so far. 3 minutes gone. Middlesbrough not on the ball at all after we saw that very high possession first half from the Borough. Southampton now go for an early cross, but it falls all the way to Izzy Jones, who gets his head to it, and he'll clear it out for a Southampton corner. 2 in the first 3 minutes for Southampton here. So Southampton fans, right behind where this corner is going to be taken from Southampton. Ryan Fraser standing over it. Fraser burns it into the closest goalpost. Cleared by Middlesbrough, only as far as Smallbone, who then plays it down to Manning. Back to Fraser in the corner flag here. Fraser turns it in and plays it to Smallbone. Smallbone then crosses it in and goes to the far post. Very, very good looping ball where the Southampton player gets his head to it, but he's unable to direct it onto goal, and it will go out off the Southampton player. Middlesbrough goal kick, who then play it very quickly and short to Johnny Howson to Senny Dieng, who goes out to Vandenberg. Back to Dale Fry, the lighthouse. Johnny Howson on the ball, 35 years old. Absolute GOAT. Vandenberg. Dale Fry. Lenihan. O'Brien, the best left back in the world. He's been playing at left back all of 45 minutes. Senny Dieng. Then absolutely scorches it up to Josh Coburn, who does very well to control it. Now Middlesbrough now on the counter. Looking for Joshy Coburn. O'Brien then tries to play Joshy Coburn in, but only finds the Southampton player. And unfortunately, isn't able to get on. But then Southampton panic and boot the ball, and it's a Middlesbrough throw-in, who then throw it all the way back to Darragh Lenihan. Plays it up to Hayden Hackney, the England international, who looks for a cross to Izzy Jones, but doesn't find him. And it's a way too much Vegemite pass, and it'll roll out for a Southampton goal kick. 50 minutes gone here, as all the other 3 p.m. kickoffs are now underway as well, apart from Swansea Sheffield Wednesday. Man City are down to 10 men. My goodness me. Southampton now on the ball. They'll play it right across to the other wing now. Southampton now working up through the center of the pitch. Now with Smallbone, who's got Akers in front of him. He'll look for Fraser, though, further on the left. He'll cross it back to Smallbone, cut off by Vandenberg, though. I apologize, it's not Vandenberg, it's Johnny Howson, the 35-year-old GOAT, who does ever so calmly in defense, does very, very well, passes it to Vandenberg, and Vandenberg. And the advantage has been played, and Riley McGree's on the counter. Can he get to the ball? He can. Riley McGree now, deep into his own half, on the edge of the box. We'll look for Matty Crooks. Matty Crooks turns around, plays it back to Johnny Howson, who then plays it to Izzy Jones. Izzy Jones is running up to the box. He'll go for a shot. Oh! And unfortunately, Izzy Jones doesn't know whether to pass or shoot, and it comes off as a bit of a scuppered shot directly at Bazuna, and he snuffles it up. Chance over for Middlesbrough. But unfortunately, Izzy Jones looked like he was caught in two minds there. And the first shot in the game, Luton v Wolves, I'm not kidding you here, ladies and gentlemen. 51 minutes gone in Luton v Wolves. The very first shot of the game has gone in for Wolves. Wolves 1, Luton 0 in the very first shot of the game, 51 minutes gone. Can you believe it? And it looks like Jones will go in the book for Middlesbrough here. First yellow card of the game. For a very late tackle on Smallbone here. Yeah. So Jones on a yellow card now for Middlesbrough. As we check the championship scores, there is no goals to report in the championship. Every game underway now around the country, apart from West Brom Millwall, still halftime there. As Middlesbrough trying to play a quick counter hits the referee. Middlesbrough not happy. Referee apologizes. And Middlesbrough now on the ball through Riley McGree, deep left-hand wing. Hayden Hackney. Dale Fry. Up to Riley McGree, who plays it even quicker to Izzy Jones now. Izzy Jones in the box, but doesn't like what he sees, and he turns around and goes backwards into Lewis O'Brien. He'll turn around and go to Dale Fry, who plays a sloppy pass up to Johnny Howson, and Southampton quickly counter. And another stray pass for Southampton, and Middlesbrough will close that one down now through Vandenberg. Lots of stray passes. Not enough Vegemite on these passes. And Vandenberg turns around and plays it to Johnny Howson. Johnny Howson now looking for something. Finds Matty Crooks on the wing. Matty Crooks back to Vandenberg, who backs to Johnny Howson now. Goes to Vandenberg on the wing, who overlaps with Hayden Hackney. And Manning got his foot to it. But in the eyes of the officials, Manning has been fouled by Hayden Hackney. It'll be a free kick, Southampton. Deep in their left-hand corner. As we see Smallbone take the ball quickly from the free kick and runs it up to the halfway line. But then doesn't like what he sees up front, so he turns around and plays it back to Manning, who plays it even further back for Southampton here. Middlesbrough not retaining as much possession as we had in the first half. And we see Izzy Jones close down another shot. And then Riley McGree goes for a chip on a keeper, but Bazuna was up for it. Riley McGree looking for a sleeping keeper off his line. But unfortunately, Riley McGree not on target, and it'll go out for a goal kick. 55 minutes gone, 1-1. Southampton on the ball, halfway line through Manning. Middlesbrough still looking to try and get that possession we had in the first half. Up to the halfway line. And slides Adam Armstrong in, who will go across again to try and find Che Adams. But it's cut off very, very well by Dale Fry. Now, running out through Johnny Howson, the 35-year-old, who's taken the world on. And Southampton will slide across to clear the ball. And the Southampton player is claiming that he's been kicked in the head by Johnny Howson. And it does look like the Saints player is going to need some treatment here. As Johnny Howson was chasing down the ball, he tried to stop and he has kneed, unintentionally though, the Southampton player in the head. They shake hands. Johnny Howson was quick to apologise as well. And play has resumed here. Right in front of Russell Martin was that, and Russell Martin even shaking the hand of Johnny Howson saying thank you for the apology. Thrown backwards here. Middlesbrough in possession now through Senny Dieng. Middlesbrough trying to work the ball, trying to hold onto some possession here. As they do, going up further to Riley McGree. Riley McGree unable to jump as high for the ball though, and then loses it to Southampton. But Matty Crooks then cuts it off from Southampton. And goes out wide to Izzy Jones now. Izzy down the right. Izzy down the right. One to beat. Beats him easy. Now into the box. He's got speed, but can't beat Smallbone. Smallbone gets a boot to it, and it'll go out from Middlesbrough corner. 56 minutes gone. Come on, Borough. Come on, Borough. Jones infield to Howson. Cross to Lenihan. Away by Downs, but only as far as Hayden Hackney. Advantage played, but not at all taken on. And the ref will put Hayden Hackney into the book for a clumsy tackle here. Hayden Hackney trying to shut down the counter. Hayden Hackney now will go in the book for a bad tackle on Fraser. And Hayden Hackney, the next yellow card victim of the match. And Middlesbrough now with two players on the pitch with yellow cards. 57 minutes gone here. And we'll see Middlesbrough now lose possession to Southampton through a through a free kick. Southampton decide to take the free kick and go backwards. As here comes Southampton now on the counter. They've got an overlap here. Ryan Fraser then looks for a pass, who then almost gets an own goal through Dara Lenihan. Dara Lenihan lucky to get the ball out there against the Southampton quick cross, as we see Ryan Fraser go for a big cross, but out comes Senny Dieng and takes it well for the Borough. And he plays it quickly as he can for Izzy Jones, who's running down, but Ryan Manning will beat him to the ball and does very well, does Ryan Manning. Ryan Manning now on the ball, back to Smallbone, who goes all the way back to his keeper. As we see another goal at Ipswich Blackburn, and it's Blackburn that scored. Ipswich 3, Blackburn 2. Can you believe it? Walker Peters now, right-hand side. Now, Fraser, deep left-hand side of the pitch. Middlesbrough still not having much of the ball here in the second half. It's been all Southampton. Back to Manning. Middlesbrough would love some time on the ball here to give their defense a bit of a break. Here comes Southampton through the center of the pitch through Smallbone. It then goes for a chip up to Fraser, but Vandenberg is aware of it, but he's unable to bring it down, so Fraser will still get onto the ball here. And he turns around and plays it back to Smallbone. Smallbone then goes for another looping cross, cut off by Riley McGree. And Southampton decide to turn around and go all the way back to their centre backs. As we see Joshy Coburn, who's been chasing down every ball, starting to take some deep breaths, is Joshy. Starting to run out a bit of gas, unfortunately. Smallbone now, out wider to Ryan Fraser, who goes back to Smallbone. And Manning. 60 minutes gone, all Southampton at the moment. Middlesbrough cannot get on the ball. Izzy Jones then runs down a Manning cross and does very well, but is unable to keep the ball in play, and it looks like it'll be a Southampton corner. And it will. 60 minutes gone, Southampton corner. Southampton here now. Fraser over the corner. Arms in the air. Goes for the cross, goes for the header, but straight in to the Seny Dieng's arms is the header from the Southampton player, and Seny Dieng will have the ball now for Middlesbrough. As Lenihan was clearly jumped over then for the header. But Seny Dieng able to read it now. Who plays it out to Johnny Howson. Hey, Hedgehog! Plays it up to Hackney now. Center of the pitch, Johnny Howson. Hayden Hackney. Howson looking for something. Goes wide out to Matt Crooks, who has Vandenberg even further on his right if he wants him. And he'll use him. Vandenberg now, deep in the right-hand side of the Middlesbrough pitch. Will look for someone and finds Johnny Howson just a little further back. He'll then find Matty Crooks, corner of the pitch. Vandenberg now. Back to Howson, center of the pitch. Looking for something. Trying to break Southampton down here. Goes wider through Lewis O'Brien. Darragh Lenihan now coming up to support as well. Back to Dale Fry. Halfway line here. And Middlesbrough have gone all the way back to Seny Dieng with the jeers here of the Middlesbrough crowd. Middlesbrough forced all the way back to Seny Dieng. And then Seny Dieng will boot it up as high as he can, trying to find Joshy Coburn. And Joshy Coburn does ever so well to win the ball here. And now Josh Coburn is being ruled offside here. Coburn not happy at all with that offside decision. As the ref trying to get on top of the game here, trying to tell the players to calm down a little bit more. Middlesbrough now. I apologize. Southampton now with the free kick after Josh Coburn's offside ruling. Southampton now looking to work the ball up, but only as far as Vandenberg. Vandenberg has had an excellent display so far. Literally one of the best displays I've ever seen. That's Middlesbrough now with Riley McGree. Outside of the box. He shoots straight at Bazuna. Riley McGree has had another opening. Was left alone to shoot, but he's picked out Bazuna and hit it straight at him. 63 minutes gone. Middlesbrough chance goes begging. Manning now trying to play Fraser in, but out comes Dieng. Seny Dieng has run out like a centre back and headed it out. Southampton throw in just on the halfway line here. Now Southampton happy to play with the ball around in their back line. Holding possession away from Middlesbrough. As we see Matty Crooks do a very good tackle here on a Southampton player. And Josh Coburn will now have the ball. Izzy Jones further on the right wing. He'll then play Hayden Hackney on, who's in the center of the box. Who Josh Coburn's pulled down! And it's a penalty! It's a penalty! It's a penalty! He has pulled Josh Coburn down! It is a penalty to the Borough! And it did look like he pulled him down! And it's a clear pull! The ref's got to give that! You can't do that, son! You've pulled Josh Coburn down! Clearly pulled! Middlesbrough penalty! Middlesbrough with the opportunity now. Johnny Howson will take the penalty here. Oh my God. Johnny Howson, the captain, the 35-year-old. It's Johnny Howson! It's Johnny Howson, the captain! Borough up 2-1! Oh, I've got lightheaded! Johnny Howson! Wake the neighbors! He's doing a dance! Woo! I'm doing it with you! I'm doing it with you! I'm doing it with you, Johnny! I'm doing it with you! Come on, Borough! From 1-0 down to 2-1! We're back at the Riverside! Woo! Carson, you goat! Wake him up! Wake him up! Wake the neighbours! Oh! Middlesbrough are 2-1 up! Can we hang on? Can we hang on for our first win of the season? Come on, Boro! Oh, I'm breathless. 66 minutes gone. Middlesbrough. You break our hearts, but my God, do we love you. Walker Peters now. But Riley McGree's all over him. The GOAT. Oh, this football is brilliant. This is great stuff, Middlesbrough. This is the best we have played. The best we have played. This is incredible. As we're going to see Middlesbrough now. As a yellow card goes to Russell Martin. Russell Martin has been yellow carded. And he's told the ref to F off. Sam Greenwood will come on for the Boro. We're not sure who's coming off. It will be Matty Crooks. Matty Crooks is coming off. And Sam Greenwood will come on. Da-da-da! 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 What a difference it makes when you have the ball. Let's go. Middlesbrough, as Southampton are also going to make a substitution. Fraser's going to come off for Sulemana. Sulemana is coming on for Ryan Fraser. And Sam Greenwood is on for Matt Crooks. 68 minutes gone. Middlesbrough 2. Southampton 1. Middlesbrough looking to hang on for their first win of the season. Can they do it? Southampton now on the ball through Bazuna. The crowd full in voice. The crowd is full in voice. The Riverside Stadium is up and dancing. This is what the fans deserve. This is what the fans deserved. Hayden Hackney now. Oh my goodness. I got to learn that dance. Did he do the griddle? Matthew, did Howson do the griddle? Oh, I love him. I love him so much. Offside, offside, offside. Southampton. Southampton. You only sing when you're winning, says the YouTube comment. Of course. But we still sing when we were down. As we see Izzy Jones now. And someone's pushed over. Riley McGree's gone down in the box. Off the ball, though. Riley McGree has gone down. Off the ball. It looks like he's been stepped on. How am I watching it? I've got BN Sports. I'm located in Australia. So I get if I get to stream. I get to stream. I get the stream in Australia through BN Sports. And it looks like Vandenberg's going down here as well. Oh no. Vandenberg is on his haunches. As Southampton now are all rushing to take a drink break as we see Vandenberg now trying to get some treatment made. Vandenberg down for Middlesbrough. As I can update you with the scores around the ground, I've been so distracted. Can you believe it? The Ipswich-Blackburn game is now 3-3. Can you believe it? Ipswich were up 3-1. It is now Ipswich 3, Blackburn 3. Incredible. Leeds-Watford, 65 minutes gone, 0-0 there. Leicester now 1-0 up against Bristol City. Plymouth 5, Norwich 0. Plymouth 5, Norwich 0. Oh my goodness. Rotherham and Preston are 1-1. Swansea now 2-0 up against Sheffield Wednesday and 0-0 for West Brom Millwall. Can you believe it? Plymouth 5, Norwich 0. What an afternoon there. And over in the Premier League, Wolves and Luton have both scored, and it's a 1-1 draw there at the moment as well. Crystal Palace, Fulham 0-0, and the battle of the checkbooks, Man City 2, Nottingham Forest 0, as Southampton will make 2 further changes here. It's incredible scenes here. Middlesbrough at home looking for their first win of the season. Riley McGree scoring in the first half. Johnny Howson has scored a penalty in the second after Josh Coburn was clearly pulled down. And it's 71 minutes gone here as Southampton pull off Shea Adams. And on comes Stuart Armstrong for Shea Adams. And Middlesbrough will be forced into a substitution here with Vandenberg. Vandenberg is coming off. And he'll go straight down the races here. And Tommy Smith will come back on after his late red card. And Leeds have just scored through Joel Perreault. Leeds have just scored 1-0 to Leeds over Watford there as well now. Leeds are up at home. So Vandenberg has been substituted, Borough fans. Tommy Smith is now on. As we see Southampton retake the ball now, deep right-hand side of the pitch. Lewis O'Brien, best left back in the world. Started in left back today. Southampton now on the ball. 72 minutes gone. Can Middlesbrough hang on here? Yeah, no, he was an injury. Sorry, Matthew. So Smith was red carded. And then during his training, he got injured as well. So yeah, Tommy Smith was red carded. And then while he was training during the break from his red card, he got injured and he was injured. You're absolutely correct. So it was a red card into an injury. And now he's back. Now, Middlesbrough. Walker Peters, small bone. Southampton here on the edge. But Lewis O'Brien doing very well in defense here. Southampton trying to pass it around through Ryan Manning. Ryan Manning's outside the box and he'll have a shot. But it'll go to the left-hand side of Seni Dieng's goal. Ryan Manning with an absolute fizzler from outside the box. But it'll go low left-hand side of the goal. And it'll be goal kick to Middlesbrough. Seni Dieng hanging on here. Come on. It's 3-0 to Swansea. 3-0 to Swansea against Sheffield Wednesday now. Tommy Smith now. Jones. Jones gets the return ball. And he goes deep down the right. He'll cross it in. But Southampton have done very well. And here comes Southampton in the counter. And here's Tommy Smith closing down the ball very well. Izzy Jones now on the ball. Tommy Smith. Happy to stand off it. Johnny Howson now. Who got a red? Nobody's gotten a red card. No red cards at all. As we see a long ball played to Josh Coburn, but he's offside. There's been no red cards. Unless if you're watching the stream ahead of me, please don't ruin it for anyone. But at the moment, as I'm watching it, there is no red cards at the moment. As unfortunately, the final ball, you're absolutely right, Borough fans, has been left Joshy Coburn offside. Now, Southampton on the ball. 75 minutes gone, just in front of their goals. Can Middlesbrough hold on here? First win of the season. Middlesbrough 2, Southampton 1. 15 minutes is going to feel like an hour for us Borough fans. I'm sorry. As we see a long ball now played to Southampton deep in the left-hand side of the pitch. Tommy Smith comes across to cut it off. And he'll try and flick it up over Tommy Smith. And he'll go out for a Borough goal kick. Danger averted once again. 75 minutes gone. Seni Dieng makes a huge ball down to Josh Coburn, but Joshy Coburn is out-muscled by Southampton defender, and it'll roll all the way to Bazuna now. Bazuna now with the ball, and he'll roll it out. Southampton walking over the ball in defense. As Southampton play a lazy pass cut off by Riley McGree. Southampton throw in now. They go backwards. Bazuna. Stuart Armstrong now, deep left-hand side of the pitch for Southampton. He'll find Sulemana. He'll go even back further to Downs. Sulemana now, deep left-hand side of the pitch. Hovering over the ball. Izzy Jones doing well in defense, though. So he finds Manning. And it'll carry through to Armstrong. He'll go for a quick cross, but it's cleared by Lewis O'Brien. It will only fall to Ryan Manning, though. Sulemana now in the box for Southampton, but he turns around and plays it backwards, looking for someone, but only finds Smallbone, who loses it to Riley McGree. But Southampton do well and retake the ball here. So Southampton on the ball. And they'll have a free kick. And Norwich have scored. Norwich have scored. Can you believe it? Norwich have scored at Plymouth. It is Plymouth 5, Norwich 1. As Riley McGree gives away a free kick just on the edge of the box here for Southampton. Dangerous spot. What can Southampton do with this? If you are watching the stream or you're at the ground and something has happened, please don't ruin it. I beg. If you're ahead of what I'm watching, please don't ruin it. Let me enjoy or wallow in pain when it happens. As we see Southampton now with a dangerous free kick. Free kick given by Riley McGree. The crowd goes silent. Ryan Manning staying over the ball. Could have been a Borough player. Manning crosses it in, comes off the head of Tommy Smith, and it'll be a Southampton corner. Ah! Southampton play the corner short to Suleiman, who plays it across to Downs, who finds Manning. Walker Peters now. Southampton have completely switched it to the other side of the ground now. Walker Peters still on the ball, looking for Smallbone. Finds him, but Smallbone plays it backwards, even further to Ryan Manning. Josh Coburn completely running everything down. And he will find it. Does Josh Coburn? Josh Coburn's there with the one-on-one. It's 4-on-1 here for Joshy Coburn. Can he score? Yes. No, he can't. No, he can't. Joshy Coburn is 1-on-1 with the keeper. He's taken a low shot and somehow Bazuna's gotten a foot to it. It almost looked like it went through Bazuna's legs. But Bazuna has done ever so well to keep that ball out of the back of the net. And somehow it has avoided another goal here for Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough corner. 79 minutes gone. Coburn absolutely gassed. Get Latte Lathon. As the corner comes in for the Borough. Looking for a header. Only partially away though. Then Hackney comes in with a header. Who plays it out for Walker Peters. Walker Peters now on the counter. Who plays it up. And there'll be a free kick against Izzy Jones, already on a yellow. It is a Southampton free kick, but it doesn't look like Izzy Jones will go into the book again here. So luckily, there'll be no second yellow for Izzy Jones. 80 minutes gone and Southampton are going to make another substitution here. As Southampton have a dangerous free kick, far right-hand side of the pitch. Southampton free kick. Stuart Armstrong now. Cleared by Hackney. Sulemana. Southampton just on the halfway line now. Walker-Peters, overlap. Southampton, Smallbone, goes for a shot, hits Jenna Lenahan's chest, out for a Southampton corner. Smallbone has had a shot at goal. He did not have much Vegemite on it, though, and it's hit Darragh Lenihan out for another Southampton corner. 81 minutes gone here. Ryan Manning over the Southampton corner. Middlesbrough, desperate to hang on here. Will football be cruel? Ryan Manning now crosses it in. Cleared by Darragh Lenihan. Only as far as Southampton through Downs now. Downs getting absolutely bullied by Joshy Coburn. As Southampton now will make another substitution here. Plymouth 5, Norwich 2. Norwich have gotten 2 back as Smallbone comes off. Aribo will be coming on for Southampton here. As Ipswich have scored again. 4 goals to Ipswich. It is 4-3 v Blackburn. Can you believe it? What a scoreline over there. As we see Adozie now on the ball for Southampton. Deep left hand of the things. He goes for a low cross. And finds Adam Armstrong, who I didn't even realize was on the pitch. I'd forgotten Adam Armstrong was on the pitch, but he's just popped up again. "83 minutes gone here. Tommy Smith with the throw-in. Deep left-hand side. As we see Carrick and Aaron Danks talking on the sideline. Long throw-in from Tommy Smith. But it won't go anywhere. And Downs will take another throw-in now for Southampton. And he'll turn around and go backwards. And they'll go even further back, all the way back to Bazuna. 83 minutes gone. Middlesbrough 2. Looking for their first win of the season. Southampton now play it even further down the right. As we see Lewis O'Brien getting taken on. And is beaten here by the Southampton player. Who then goes for a low cross. But it's cleared by Middlesbrough. But only as far as another Southampton player. But they're unable to get on the ball. And Middlesbrough will boot it all the way up back to Joshy Coburn. Now Ryan Manning. Who's happy to play it back. 83 minutes gone. The longest time to the end of this game. As we see Izzy Jones fouled. And the ref's not going to play it. The ref's not having a bar of it. As Izzy Jones was fouled. The crowd are letting him know. Middlesbrough now. Looking to get on the ball. But Southampton in possession. And they'll cross it right out to the right. Come on, Borough. Hang on, please. 84 minutes gone. As we see Lewis O'Brien being the best left back in the world. I swear to God, he's had a good game. Now, Southampton. Into Adozie. Who's trying to get around the Middlesbrough defense. But Middlesbrough hanging on so desperately. Southampton on the ball in their box. And they'll go for a cross finally. But it only hits Darragh Lenihan on the head. And he'll head clear. And he'll find Josh Coburn. Who does ever so well. Does Josh Coburn, the absolute GOAT. And Coburn will play on to Izzy Jones. And he'll find McGree! Off the post! Riley McGree has hit the post! Riley McGree has hit the post for Middlesbrough in what was an amazing counter. It was an open goal and Riley has hit the post. It would have wrapped the game up in an absolute brilliant counter. And now Middlesbrough's sweat has to continue because Riley McGree has hit the post. Oh my goodness. Middlesbrough would have been home and sorted but they can't bury it. Joshy Coburn is having a game of his life, by the way, as Southampton take a free kick here because Josh Coburn was offside. 86 minutes gone now. Southampton now running it out through their defense. Was it an open goal, says Neil? No. Bazuna was closing it down. But he should have done better, as we see Stuart Armstrong now with the ball in the Southampton box. And it'll come to a Rebo. A Dozy. He'll go for a shot, and Seni Dieng saves brilliantly well. Great save by Seni Dieng from a Dozy. Southampton corner. 86 minutes gone. Hearts in the mouth. Hearts in the mouth. If you're a Southampton fan, you're begging for a draw. 86 minutes gone. Ryan Manning now to take the corner for Southampton. Middlesbrough defense tested once again, and Seni Dieng comes out and he'll fall on the ball, but the ref says absolutely nothing. The ref allowing it to play, even though Seni Dieng was on the ground clutching his head. And here comes Southampton. A Dozy, deep left-hand side. Downs. He'll try and cross it in. Cleared by Darragh Lenihan, though. Josh Coburn, the GOAT. And here comes Sam Greenwood. And he'll find Izzy Jones on the right, but Izzy Jones is absolutely gassed. Izzy Jones is absolutely gassed. He's got nothing in the tank, but he finds Sam Greenwood in the box. He'll go to cross. And I think it was a shot, but it's gone across the face of the goal, out to the other side. It'll be a goal kick to Southampton. Middlesbrough again unable to bury another counter-attacking chance. 88 minutes gone here. Middlesbrough. And I can't get why Carrick's not using any substitutions here. The boys are absolutely gassed. Izzy Jones is on his feet. Josh Coburn is on his feet. Izzy Jones can hardly run. Minutes gone. Suleimana now for Southampton, just in front of the halfway line. Walker Peters. Every Middlesbrough player in defense. Here comes Izzy Jones, who does very well to put a Southampton player off. But they win the ball back now through Ryan Manning. Stuart Armstrong goes for a cross, but cleared again by Middlesbrough. Manning now. Absolute nerves racked for Middlesbrough here at the Riverside Stadium. As we see now, Sam Greenwood, and he'll just boot the ball up. Trying to find Josh Coburn, but it'll only go as far as Bazuna. And now Southampton will have another crack at the Middlesbrough goal. Almost into stoppage time here at Middlesbrough. How much stoppage time will Southampton have? As Lewis O'Brien does ever so well to win it from a Southampton player, but they then win it back. Middlesbrough defending for their lives here. And doing ever so well is Hayden Hackney, who then finds Tommy Smith with fresh legs down the left-hand wing. And he'll hold the ball up against a Dozy. And he'll get fouled. And the ref will blow his whistle finally. And Izzy Jones will get substituted here for Sammy Silvera. Michael Carrick will make the first substitution that we are requesting. Izzy Jones, what a shift, son. What a shift. What a shift. Absolute fantastic. There'll be 5 minutes of extra time here. 5 minutes of extra time. 5 minutes extra time as Tommy Smith takes the free kick up to Josh Coburn, who has been absolutely incredible. 5 additional minutes now as we see Southampton now on the counter. Can they find an equaliser? Hearts in mouth for Boro. Sulemana. He'll play a ball through, but it misses as the Southampton player falls over his own feet, and Seny Dieng will take the ball. A minute gone. 4 minutes to hang on. Can Middlesbrough hang on? First win of the season. Carrick screaming at his players. Can Middlesbrough hang on for their first win? Dieng boots it as hard as he can up to Josh Coburn, who wins the ball again. What a moment. What a performance. As Walker Peters is dragged by Sam Greenwood, and it'll be a free kick Southampton now. Bazuna takes the free kick for Southampton. Who finds Adam Armstrong in the centre of the pitch now. Who plays it up further to Hayden Hackney, but Hayden Hackney cuts it off ever so well. Riley McGree, the GOAT. He'll then play it back to Lewis O'Brien, who will then go to Darren Lenihan. Middlesbrough now. Time to have some possession. Slowing things down. 2 minutes gone, 5 minutes extra. Seny Dieng then. And then boots the ball right up to Josh Coburn, who wins the header again. And wins it down to Hackney, who then plays it on for Josh Coburn. Has he got the legs? He does. Josh Coburn wins it. Deep Boro corner now. And he'll hold it off from two Southampton players. And it's a handball to Southampton. It's a handball to Southampton. It is a free kick to Middlesbrough right in front of the corner flag. Three minutes gone here. Sam Greenwood has the ball in front of the corner flag. And he'll play it short to Sammy Silvera, who'll then take it to the corner and hold it off again. And Southampton have won it. Southampton have won a throw-in deep in the corner. Sammy Silvera can't believe it. 3 minutes gone. Here comes Southampton. They boot it up. And it's a foul throw from Southampton. It's a foul throw from Southampton. Can you believe it? It's a foul throw from Southampton. Three minutes 30 gone. And Middlesbrough now have a throw in. They throw it in to Josh Coburn, who'll keep it in as hard as he can into the deep corner. There's 1 minute to go, Borough fans. Hackney, Sam Greenwood, Howson, Coburn, McGree. We're into the final minute. Hackney, Howson, all the way back to Dale Fry, out to Tommy Smith. Greenwood, who'll play Tommy Smith in. Hackney. 30 seconds left. McGree's done well. He's stabbed two Southampton players. And he tried to nudge it to Coburn, but Southampton have cut it off. They might get one attack here, but Riley McGree comes ever so well in defense. And Walker Peters has run it out. And Riley McGree's pumping the fans up. You bloody believe it. You bloody believe it, Riley. We're up and about, son. There's 10 seconds left. And Hackney's fouled. Advantage played. Sammy. Oh, Bazuna comes out. It's 5 minutes extra. It's now over the 5 minutes. And Tommy Smith has been fouled. I apologize. Tommy Smith has fouled a dozy. He'll go into the book for it. Ryan Maddox standing over the ball. He'll boot it down long. Josh Coburn. And there it is! There it is! Our first win of the season! Middlesbrough have won! Middlesbrough have won! season, and I could cry. Yes! Whoa! Job is done. We've done it. We've done it. Riley McGree, Johnny Howson, Middlesbrough are on the board. I've got tears. I've got tears. It means so much. It means so much. Up the borough. Oh, this club. Woo! I'm crying. I'm gone. I can't. It means so much. We've done it. We hung in there. Oh my goodness. I tweeted before the match. I asked, I pleaded. I said, just want to see heart today. Absolute exhaustion in the pursuit of our first win. Leave it all out there for those who support this badge long before and long after. And that's the performance we get. That's the performance we get. They absolutely did that. I am so proud of those players. They left it everywhere. Josh Coburn has had the game of his life. Riley McGree has shown why you start him. It's scenes. We've done it. We've gotten a win. Can this turn our season now, Borough fans? Absolute man of the matches performances everywhere. Incredible, 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 incredible. Let me know what your thoughts are, Borough fans. I am ecstatic. Riley McGree, Johnny Howson have gotten the points for Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough, who are bottom of the table, have just beaten Southampton at home 2-1. And Michael Carrick bloody deserves this. Michael Carrick bloody deserves that. Jesus, does he deserve that? I'm crying. I'm literally in tears. I can't stop the tears running down my face. I am so happy for the club. I'm so happy for the fans that continue to go week in, week out. They deserve it. It's so special for everyone involved with Middlesbrough today. I don't care that it's, we're coming off last. We have literally gotten our first points of the season, and it feels so freaking good. Let's get you the scores from the Premier League. Crystal Palace, Fulham, it's over there. That's finished 0-0. Luton Wolves are into the 7th minute of injury time. That's 1-1 there. Man City in the checkbook game are beating Nottingham Forest 2-0 there. Around the championship, let's get some scores. Oh my God, I'm crying. I can't stop crying. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for everyone involved. The championship scores: Ipswich 4, Blackburn 3. Leeds have beaten Watford 3-0. Leicester have beaten Bristol City 1-0. Middlesbrough have beaten Southampton 2-1. Plymouth have beaten Norwich 5-2. What a result there. Rotherham and Preston have played out in a 1-1 draw. Swansea 3, Sheffield Wednesday 0, and West Brom and Millwall 0-0. Now, those games are still underway as well. But oh my goodness, Middlesbrough fans, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Everyone deserves that. Everyone deserves that win. Every single one of yous. Anyone that was out there tweeting and saying, this club sucks, you deserve that win. And everyone that was showing optimism, you deserve the win as well. Josh Coburn is a freak. Absolute incredible. Absolute incredible. I'm crying, man. I can't explain to you why I'm crying. I'm just so happy. I can't stop the tears. I'm so happy for everyone involved in the club. Everybody deserves that. Their week has been made. And they get to go home with a Boro win. Oh my goodness. It's massive, massive Boro fans. Massive, massive, massive. Have we found that team? Have we found a team? Do you know what I mean? Is that now our team? Consistency. We found goals. We found ball possession. Boro fans, I'm so happy. I'm so proud. I'm just in love with each and every one of you tonight. It is 2 a.m. here. My voice is gone. I'm crying. Riley McGree has scored. And I want to show you something, Boro fans. I want to show you something. I just want to show you how much I believed. How much I believed in my club tonight. I put a bet on before we went live. And I've put a bet on for Middlesbrough to win and Riley McGree to score. That's how much I trusted our club was going to come back and that my goat would feed. I trust and I believed. I knew it. I felt it. I knew it. I just knew it. I just knew it. I just knew it. I knew it. I knew McGree was going to score. I knew Middlesbrough were going to get the win today. It's 6-2 Plymouth. You're kidding me. It's 6-2. No way. What is this? Honestly. Look at the possession. How have Norwich had 69% of the possession in a 6-2 loss? What? Jesus. Boro fans, I love each and every one of you. I've got some reactions to do. I've got to put some stuff on Twitter. I've got to show how much I love Riley and this club. I've got to send out tweets and stuff. Oh my good. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button. Consider subscribing. Imagine we hit 4,000 subscribers. Imagine we hit 4,000 subscribers on that night. Imagine we hit 4,000 subscribers. Imagine. Oh, we're 19 away, chat. We're 19 away. 3,981 of you goats right here hanging out with me. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for witnessing the Boro's first win of the season. I am leaving this VOD up, this stream up. You can watch it back. If you do watch it back, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Get me to 4,000, please. I love each and every one of you from big 2 a.m. in the morning here in Australia. I love you, Boro fans. Go and enjoy that day. Go and enjoy your weekend. Go and have a fantastic night. I love you guys so much from down under. What an absolute brilliant win. Take care of one another. Be kind to one another and enjoy it, Boro fans, because we have just gotten our first 3 points of the season. Come on,